Twitch, but on YouTube we've got some people. Let me see. Hello, Talos. Let's see. Okay, let's wear the headphones. Notification are working. Well, that's good. Did it work for you? In full plate shield and mace. Oh, Diablo. Cool, yeah. Yeah, Diablo 4 is good. Good morning, Juggernaut 999. Hey, Golds. 1 hour until morning, goodness gracious. Trying to see. Oh, there we go. We've got someone on Twitch as well. Liam, good to have you here. Okay, so we got a few things tonight. It's 11:11, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. Mark my words. Channels are gonna explode then. We got a good sign. Alright, so tonight we have several things. I actually have a lot of tabs open.
One way everyone can tell that.
One of which is this one that just started to play on its own. But yeah, we got a few things. So I'm gonna just show you. And a few games I want to play as well. And I've got a drink. So let me tell you a little bit what we've got. So top right it is. So the tabs that I have, I found this video called Americans Speaking Italian. It's only 1 minute and 46, so I might just start with that. Hey Raphael. Appalachian Connection, hello, yo, what's up, man? Been watching YouTube for a long time, now love the content. Thank you so much, first time in chat. Appreciate to have you here. So I was just saying, we've got this, 1 minute 46. I'm just curious to see what they say in Italian. It's American speaking Italian. I think it's from 6 years ago. Goodness gracious, that's, just wanna check that one out. And I have this video titled, Italian Tip, Stop Saying Ciao, says Maria Rosa. Now here's the thing, I'm Italian and I say ciao all the time. So I want to know why, Maria Rosa, you're telling me that, because you're telling me that, you know? Maria Rosa. So there's that. Oh, you liked the Sicilian Greek language comparison? Thank you, Juggernaut, appreciate that. So anyways, we'll see why Maria Rosa thinks that I should stop saying ciao. And I should probably cut the music now, alright? So that's another thing that we're gonna do. Then I found this, of course it's Siama, and he says I learned Italian in 24 hours. Well, I've got something to say about that. You know, I'm not a hater and I'm not a fan of Siama. But when I say I'm not a fan, I don't mean that I don't like him. I like Siama. His Chinese is pretty legit, and his video when he spoke Sicilian, I loved it with the acquipuipo. So I'm not like against Siama, but it's the clickbait. It's like, I use clickbait myself, you know that. But this is like too much clickbait. Because of course this is impossible. I learned Italian in 24 hours. What I think I would do is I would probably title it something on the lines of, how much Italian did I manage to learn in 24 hours? But then again, my video is going to cap at 10,000 and his video is 1 million views. So maybe he's right doing it this way. Maybe he's right and I'm wrong. I don't know. But I'm curious to see how he structured the video, because at the end of the day, I can get past clickbait on the title if at least the content is clear and the creator says, hey, of course, never mind the title, but it's not like I could learn much. But here's what I managed to do in 24 hours. At least if the content is not misinforming, then I'm okay with it. I'm not too, you know. But if the video is all about, oh, look, the natives are amazed, and no one is going to be amazed with what you can learn in 24 hours. So there is that. Good morning, SPQR, Senatus Populusque Romanus. And Robert Pater, Vincenzo's Plate is a good channel for food. Really? I'll have to check it out. Pizza, Vincenzo's Plate. I'll have to see. Then we've got this lady. Historian answers Google's most popular questions about ancient Greek women. Hey, it's history hit. You know how it is. Sometimes they're great, sometimes they're horrible. This one was really good. The one on the right, Historian answers Google questions about Pompeii. That one was really good. The medieval one was okay. I don't know about this one, but then again, presidential history and answer, presidency question. It's not like I would know anything about whether or not Trump can run in 2028. I haven't got a clue. So I don't think that's a video I should react to. Probably not. But then history hit platforms Simon Elliott, and I cannot stand Simon Elliott. I think he's a massive disinformer. So sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. We'll see how they are with this lady. And then this is just a video I was watching on my own. Modern Vintage Gamer, he just posted. I'm thinking of buying this thing that he's showing. It's like a card, this SC64 summer card. And it's like, basically you can play a lot of games using the original system. I don't even know how this is legal, to be honest. I don't know how Nintendo didn't send a cease and desist letter, but here we are. Before they cancel this, I might buy it because it looks really good. But yeah, hello, Salt of the Earth. Hey, Titan Bro. I don't know why I call you Titan. I just realized I've been mispronouncing your name ever since the first time you entered chat, which was like, what, weeks ago now. Titan Bro, that's what it is. Yeah, we're doing some React, we're doing some gaming, we're doing a bit of everything, and we'll see. Okay, yes, and then Conqueror of Fate. This is another one. We'll watch the teaser very early on this stream because it's like a Heroes of Might and Magic game. It's clearly a knockoff, but at this point, I want a new Heroes of Might and Magic. They freaking abandoned it, Ubisoft. We're never going to see a Heroes of Might and Magic 8. So at this point, if they make a knockoff that is a complete copycat, well, at least if it's good and it's not like mobile phone nonsense, I'll be okay with it. I mean, they dropped it anyways. Am I right? Doing well. 4-2 SV2. It's just one of those things. I wish, that we could have a good Heroes of Might and Magic 8, but not gonna happen. So let me put the, and then I've got a lot of stuff that I use for my research, and because I'm looking into women in ancient Greece, because I want to add a little bit to this historian. Where is she? This historian. I kind of want to add good content. Probably do that in editing. So not necessarily during the live stream right now, but we'll see. So she goes a little further. We will check this one pretty early on. In fact, I might even start with Conquerors of Fate, to be honest with you. And then we got this, and just moving them around. I'm just moving them around. Let's put her here. That was the 1 minute one. Where did it go? This. All right. So, okay. I think I've got them all sorted. We're sorted. Songs of Conquest is a good Heroes-like game. Yeah, so we'll play it. We might even play the demo tonight. The only thing about Song of Conquest, I played it a little bit. It's good, but it's an auto-battler. So, an auto-battler for me is... I know that there are some good auto-battlers out there. What's the name of that one? It's like super famous. Man, it looks really good. You can buy... I played it on my PS5. You'll tell me, but there is an auto-battler that is like very popular. People love it. And it looks very anime-esque, cartoonish, bit like Final Fantasy Tactics a little bit, but it's like in 2D. It's really good. Looks really good. Lord of the Realms is a good game. What type of game is it? Hey, Le Spicy, bonsoir. Did you see the Dawn of the Blood Walker trailer? No, I haven't. Yes, Unicorn Overlord. That's exactly the one I was thinking. I heard that's a really good auto-battler. Usually I'm not a fan of auto-battlers. I want to control the units. But if it's good, maybe. Juggernaut auto-battler. I remember watching an actual turn-based battle in that game. But which one? Songs of Conquest? One moment. Let me check my Steam so I know I'm not saying something wrong. I think you might be right. The one I'm referring to is... One moment. Song of Silence. I got confused with Song of Silence. Song of Silence is an auto-battler. Still pretty good. Song of Conquest, I haven't got a clue. And Lord of the Realm, I don't know. So, yeah, I got confused between Song of Silence and Song of Conquest. Hey, at least in my defense, it's, yeah. Anyways, yeah, let's get started. We've got a lot of ground to cover tonight. So I'll have to check that one out. If it's not Auto Battler, then it might be up my alley. Up my alley. Let's listen. 1 minute 46. Come on, let's listen to Jodie Foster speaking Italian. Let's see if it's good. Is it any good? I don't know. Let me double check that the audio is... Yeah, audio is fully blown. How is my mic, by the way? The other day... Oh, no, the mic is fine. I can see the input. I mean, on my end, at least, I think the mic is good. Hey, Rennick. Kind of want to double check that early on this stream, because the other night, the mic was clipping like crazy, and I only figured out after, like, I don't know how long. Lesukai, hey, Metatron Germany, do you check Flint Treasure of Oblivion? It's a tactical RPG with pirates. Never heard of it. Not into pirates usually, though. Mix sounds good on stream. Okay, good. Mic sounds good. Yeah, I think it's fine. I think the mic is fine. Just the other day, for some reasons, the mic was clipping like a maniac. And if you put together a mic that is clipping overly sensitive with gain too high and an Italian, it's like, oh, it's the end. It's the end. I cannot use the stuff. Okay, people are saying it's good everywhere. Well, let's do it then. Let's check this out. Jodie Foster, let's go. Is her Italian right?
Imparato all'università, sì? Ma parlo con un accento francese orribile. Orribile! È meglio che americano. No.
Okay, this must be like from the freaking 18th century. It's from the 18th century. Guys, we are watching footage from the 16th century. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, no, her Italian was good. She has an accent. It's kind of weird because what she said she learned it. She picked up Italian at university, but she speaks it with a French accent. And then she said, but that's better than an American accent. Arguable. I like both. I think they're both charming, but she does not sound French to me. So I don't know who told her that. Let's go.
Rende ancora più musicale la lingua.
Possibile.
No?
Okay. Oh, it's a bunch of celebrities. Cool. The next one maybe is from the 12th century. Let's see.
Beh, io sono cresciuto qui in Italia, allora sarà sempre un posto che sarà vicino al mio cuore, sempre.
Quali sono le città dove hai vissuto? Pistoia, Reggio Calabria, Reggio Emilia?
Rieti, Reggio Calabria, Pistoia e poi Reggio Emilia.
He speaks very well. He speaks really well. Hey, Higashi Martial Arts. Very nice. Yeah, French starts easy and gets hard, I suppose. Depends on your first language. Kobe. I don't know how you read his name, to be honest. I don't want to be disrespectful. That's why I didn't even try. Italian with French accent sounds like it would be terrifying. I imagine, Alex. Yeah. Yeah, this guy, I don't know who he is. I don't know any celebrity, by the way. I'm not into celebrities. I mean, I could know celebrities from the Roman Republic, if we want to talk about that. I don't really follow celebrities at all. I don't know who this guy is. But his Italian is pretty good, pretty decent.
Era un po' più difficile per me perché io sempre sto lavorando, però ho amici in Reggio Emilia, perché Reggio Emilia è l'ultima città dove ci 13 anni, ricordo.
It's interesting because his accent is excellent. His accent is really good. But his grammar is a little broken, which creates this very weird combination of, guy sounds really nice, but, you know, the grammar doesn't sound like a native. Which then again, my grammar is not like a native in English. I F up all the time. So it's not like I'm pointing the finger or anything. I come up. Sometimes my wife is like, what did you just say? I'm like, I don't know. I think I just made up a word.
Un po' più di miei amici che Rieti o Calabria.
Very nice. Someone says, Rip Kobe. Is he dead? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I didn't know that. In those videos, they're usually talking to the press. I'd assume they are at least decent in those situations. Well, yeah, also because he seemed like to be able to understand what people were saying. They were speaking a natural fluency. So watch some Kobe highlights. I'll probably have to do it. Oh, Kobe, like Pompey. Okay, like it's pronounced like Pompey, guys. Pompey. He died 5 years ago? Poor guy. How did he die? Marisa Berenson. Don't know who that is.
Questo mestiere meraviglioso. E poi Kubrick e Bob Fosse e dei film meravigliosi che oggi non si fa più. Oggi c'è un cinema più nuovo, più giovane, più...
Okay, she sounds native 100%. Perfect. I don't know. Is she non-native? Passed away in 2020 in a helicopter crash. Really, Snow Bunny? Oh, that's insane. Helicopter crash, says Apalakian. That's terrible. Juggernaut 2 was saying that. Poor guy.
veloce, più... Non si potrebbe oggi fare un film come Barry Lyndon che ci voleva 1 anno e mezzo per girarlo. Oggi è tutto... Anche oggi si fa su internet i film, no?
Yeah, no, Her Italian was perfect. Excellent, excellent. Oscar-winning short film was incredible. I have to check it out. Very unfavorable camera shot for her. I imagine, Alex, yeah. He was one of the best basketball player ever, really. Yeah, I don't know anything about these things, unfortunately. So, like, I don't know who these people are. Viggo Mortensen. No idea.
Il lavoro che ho potuto fare con tanti grandi artisti sia riconosciuto in questa maniera.
He has an accent, pretty strong.
Per far sì che ciò accada in una città e un paese che amano tanto il cinema e che offrono così tanto quest'arte è una cosa veramente speciale per me. Grazie.
I still, the fact that he has an accent is not a big deal, though. I appreciate that he's learning the language. I'm just saying it because that's what we are here to do, just to see who's best. So up to this point, she was the best. She was number 1. He was number 2. I'd say she was number 3. She had a pretty thick accent, but sounded pretty fluent. And he was number 4. But now again, is he dead as well? I don't know, because this footage is all like, I don't want to insult people who are not with us anymore, although I'm not insulting, I'm just creating a little list. Anyways, that was interesting. Oh, there is another episode. Foreign celebrities that speak Italian. Celebrità straniere che parlano italiano. Yeah, you know what? I won't do it now because this one is a little longer, 5 minutes, and I don't want to bore you if you don't understand any Italian whatsoever. But I'll check this later on the stream. So we kind of split the part where I listen to a lot of Italian so I don't, bore you to death. One does not simply speak Italian, exactly. Anyways, this was fun. We're going to move this to the end of the stream, perhaps, to continue. I do want to jump on this now. It's only 1 minute and 3 seconds, and it's about this game called Conquerors of Fate teaser trailer. And I will Google a little bit, but as I say, this seems to be like a game that is very similar to Heroes of Might and Magic, and I really hope it's good. Viggo played Aragorn in the Lord of the Rings movie. Oh, it's him? It's Aragorn? From when? 1951? Gosh, I couldn't recognize him. Seriously? Very cool. Very cool. Then I appreciate that Aragorn speaks Italian, speaks Elvish, so it makes sense. Metatron accent is really unique. It's hard to place his accent unless you know already. Yeah, it's a kind of it's a mix, isn't it? It's a mix. It's like, it's chaos. Yeah. I mean, you can tell I'm not a native speaker, but perhaps you can also tell that I picked up English in England, but I don't sound English. I sound like a foreigner who picked English up in England. That's how I would analyze my own accent, I suppose. I haven't got a clue. It depends on the day as well. If I listen to a lot of people, my accent gets better, but then if I don't, then it gets worse again. It's one of those things. Anyways, splendid. Let's have a look at this game. Conqueror of Fate. Come on, convince me that this isn't just a knockoff copycat cash grab for people who are nostalgic about Heroes. Tell me this is good. A modern take, already the beginning. Already the beginning is not great. A modern take on the classic turn-based strategy genre. All right, let's see. Okay, so first thing I want to say, I appreciate the hexagons, because one of the worst things that they did when they moved to Heroes 5, if I remember correctly, is that they ditched the hexagons in favor of squares, which is, it's a downgrade. Like, however you want to look at it, an hexagon gives you a lot more. It gives you literally 6, obviously, areas of conflict and engagement with enemy units. And then this, of course, creates this entire, a lot more fun, interesting, not just from a strategical, tactical standpoint, even mathematical standpoint. It just brings up better strategy in combat. So, yeah, hexagons are the bestagons, exactly. So I'm happy that this game is doing this. That's a good sign. Let's see. Models look interesting. Little flat, maybe, the graphics, but we'll see. Okay, so I got a skeleton with something. A sword and a shield, is it? If it's sword and shield, I like that. It is sword and shield, yeah. Okay, so the animations are a little bland, and so is the area, the ground. But I really like the looks of this knight. I'm wondering if this Unreal 5. Is this Unreal? Because the models, the assets have good quality. I wonder if they make, like, even this fairy looks really cute. And this guy, like, it's, yeah, the models are not bad. I always like games where unexplored areas are dark until you explore. Yeah, the Fog of War, that's what you call it. Like Total Annihilation, RTS. I love Fog of War as well. Like, there are some games sometimes that allow you to remove it. I never do. Speaking of Heroes types game, have you seen Songs of Conquest? Yeah, someone was mentioning on YouTube a second ago, Alex. And because I'm multi-streaming right now. And I'm thinking I'll look it up in a second, since many of you are mentioning it. The graphical style reminds me a little of Magica, but less silly. I haven't seen that. Let's see. Okay, what have we got here? Already, the size of the hero is a little off. I'm not trying to be too nitpicky, but I am, like, there is a high bar when it comes to heroes like. Okay, because Heroes of Might and Magic is one of my favorite games. 3 is phenomenal. 7 was good, as long as it didn't break. 6 was I have a bit of a mixed bag feeling for 6. But yeah, 2, 1, I love every Heroes of Might and Magic. So I'm going to be very, like, if I need to like it, I need to like it, if you know what I mean. Alright, let's see a gameplay. Conquerors of Fate gameplay. Not convinced. Not convinced. They say very promising Heroes like game dev. Early combat demo. Okay, let's have a look. So I see an elf archer on the top left, is it? Human versus a human something on the top right. Lizard people. Sorry, the audio is... I don't know why the audio is pretty low. The music is good. Yeah, combat music is great. Man, that music! Very reminiscent of Heroes 3, the equipment. In fact, it's basically Heroes 3. So, yeah, even the characteristics. You see luck and morale, just like Heroes 3. Attack, damage, defense, health, initiative, tier. Oh, it tells you the tier. That's nice when you start. I mean, for Heroes, I wouldn't need it, but for this... speed, resistance, ability, status, flyer, can fly over obstacles in the battle, unlimited retaliation, can retaliate an unlimited number of time. Yeah, there are a few units that do that in Heroes of Might and Magic. For some reasons, I can't think of one right now, but yeah. Like it looks like it has a bit of AI into it. You mean like for the portraits, maybe? AI generated? I don't know. Music is good, though. How old is this gameplay? How old is it? 1 year ago, so maybe we'll find something better. A lot of magic. Yama, show me. There we go. Bit basic in the animation department, but that can always be patched. Was it triple shot with the archer? Man. This is one problem that sometimes you have on Heroes of Might and Magic as well. But if you look, the warrior on the left, the hero on the left is commanding some lizard people, lizard men, and the guy on the right too. And they look absolutely identical. The only differentiating factor is where they are looking at. So he's looking on the right or looking on the left. This sometimes happens on Heroes as well. And it's always something that annoys me. I wish they would do, I don't know, a garment, an element, maybe the sword that can take the color of the player. It's just me, a little nitpick that I have, I guess. I like how the animation almost feels miniature. Yeah, I see where you're coming from. Sound effect volume balancing is really hard. I agree. The more I see Heroes of Might and Magic clones, the more I realize how Heroes of Might and Magic 2 to 5 were exceptional. Absolutely. And again, 6 and 7, I liked 6 and 7. It's not like that I had a problem with them. In fact, we need to play them on stream one of these nights. They just weren't as good as 3. But they were good. Okay. Okay, so it's very Heroes 3 reminiscent, which is a good thing. If you have something good, you might want to just, you know. But let's see if we see a city screen. Does it have cities? Like trailer? I don't really see much content about it. Yeah, not much. Did they abandon it or what? Because there's maybe not city screen. Let's see. Heroes of Fate. What have we got? We could Conquerors of Fate. There's a bunch of fights that we can watch, I guess. Conquerors of Blade. Man, how many Conquerors? Goodness gracious. Yeah, not much content, to be honest. I hope it wasn't abandoned because... Oh, that's me. I hope it wasn't abandoned because it looks promising. Conquerors of Fate. Is it on Steam? Let me see. Let me see if it is on Steam. I'm just gonna go store. Conquerors of Fate. Oh, it says free. Wait. This is interesting. Let me double check there is no sensitive information and I'll share it with you. Planned release date to be announced. But can I play a demo? No. Conquerors of Fate. Right. Yeah. So yeah, it's just, I hope that they will let us know. To be announced. Conquerors of Fate is a... Yeah, let me share my screen very quickly. Let me share screen. All right. So what I read here is... Let's see. Conquerors of Fate is a turn-based strategy game inspired by the classics. I wish they said it. I mean, you could just... Maybe they can't say it because of lawyery stuff and copyright. Yeah, sure, whatever. Command mighty conquerors, build kingdoms, and engage in epic battles with formidable armies. Discover potent spells, gather powerful artifacts, and outmaneuver foes to conquer your opponents. Let's see if we can... let's see if it has 6 class-inspired factions. Choose from 6 distinct factions, each with its own unique playstyle, units, and strategies, from the noble paladins, humans like Castle, to the mysterious sorcerers. These factions draw inspiration from classic strategy games, with plans for even more factions to be introduced post-launch. Well, you know what? I hope so. Maybe they have a website. Yeah, I'll check it out. Because I'd like to know what the other factions are. Let's see if they have a website. So, Conquerors of Fate. Yeah, let's look to see. Let's look see. Right, so Conquerors of Fate official website. Steam. Nope, I don't see steambase.io. I don't think they have one. Nope. I mean, let me check with Google. Conquerors of Reddit. So people speak about it on Reddit, but I don't go into that swamp. Yeah, Steam, that's it. Pretty much. I don't think they have a portal. I wish they did, to be honest, but maybe it's a small studio. It's you can't use the DM. Yeah, sure, I get it. To avoid to be sued, I get it, yeah. Yeah, cool. You're driving across Nevada, you need something to listen to. Fantastic, Royce Wealthy. Appreciate that. Matty, thank you for the support. React to Darklands CRPG trailer, please. Okay, let's check it out. So, anyways, when it comes to this game, Conquerors of Fate, too early, I guess. Although these things are from a year ago. I hope they give us an update. If they do, I'll let you know 100% because I am interested in this. Anyways, Darklands CRPG what does CRPG mean? Trailer. Darklands trailer. Oh no, I don't think it's this. 1996 UK horror. I don't think that's what you're talking about, mate. So let's see if I can figure Darklands Night Dive Studio. Is this it? No. Well, I'll wait for you to tell me which one it is because I'm not sure. Good morning, lovely greetings from Vienna. Hey, Cyber Fox 1001. Good to have you here. You go to sleep, Liam? No problem. It's middle of the week. I'm already looking forward to the weekend. Yeah, that as a content creator, there's no difference whatsoever for me between a Saturday, a Monday, and a Wednesday. Absolutely nothing. Computer role-playing game. Oh, I see. Well, let's see if I do this. I see movie trailers, mate, but I don't see the game. Is this it? Is this the game? Looks like a great movie. It does look like a great movie. I'm just gonna spell the whole thing. You said yes. Okay, then it's this one. Let's check it out. Alright. Night dive, let's go. So like old school. Oh yeah, look at that. Wait. Man, this type of graphics, I love this type of graphics. It looks like a blend between an original Populous and the Settlers for Amiga. Do you remember that? Right. Lead your. I hate the lead and lead are spelled the same. You freaking Anglophones. You gotta figure it out. You can't spell it. Read and read spelled the same. Anyways, lead your band of adventurers across 15th century Germany. That's a nice. Good morning from Germany. Napoleon. Are you from the 15th century as well? Let's see. Face a world full of beasts, robber knights, and power mongers. Engage in savage battles across land and sea in this realistic fantasy adventure. Man, you know what's funny is that the way it's spelled, like the way it's very low, very pixelated, right? I like it already, by the way. But then again, it reminds me almost of... Let me see if I can... Yeah, the graphics almost remind me of pre-Amiga era. I'm talking like Commodore 64. Yeah, it's like, you know what I'm talking. For me, it's great. I have a Commodore 64 right there. The other day I was playing this game. There was nothing. You were like a line. You were a freaking line and you need to run away from dots. So for me, this is great. But I don't know how you know, modern, I guess, people are gonna react to this. But to me, it's cool. Might be a little bit in those areas where you could see like sprites, maybe combat. I think that's what that is. It actually reminds me of a game for Sega Mega Drive called Fairy Tales, which was a great one. Yeah, you're right. I'm kind of considering an overpowered Commodore 64, but not for these graphics, mostly for the way you read, like the text. That's what I meant. Text is very Commodore 64-esque because Amiga 500 was already better when it comes to text. But for the graphics, this kind of reminds me of early Genesis games like Fairy Tail a little bit. Anyways, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Definitely check it out. Have you covered Stronghold games before? Asks TW. I've never really spoken about it here, but yeah, I used to play those. There was a browser game, Stronghold Kingdoms, that I used to like a lot, but then I figured out how pay to win it was. Should still play it one of these days. Favorite RTS, real-time strategy. Favorite? Man, it's difficult to pick a favorite. For RTS, if I'm in medieval mood, Age of Empires 2. If I'm on sci-fi mood, StarCraft 2 would be my picks. Probably. Okay, cool. Thank you for the suggestion. Game is from 1992. Wow. Let's see. Okay, so next. So we got this lady that says I should stop saying ciao, and it's a 3 minutes video. I need to know, because I say ciao in Italian all the time. So is this clickbait? I don't know. Maria Rosa, I don't know. Let's figure it out. Let's find out. Let's see. If she speaks Italian the whole time, I'll translate for you. But then again, it's 3 minutes. So let's put some subtitles. Can I choose English? Great. Fantastic. What language is
One way everyone can tell that
she's speaking English, okay.
you're new to learning Italian is how often you say ciao.
Ciao.
So in this video, I'm going to show you all the different ways to greet someone in Italian without using ciao. Now, this isn't to say that saying ciao is bad or wrong, because
Okay, then we're fine, because I was like, did they change the rules in Italy while I was away and now no one says ciao and we need to stop? So basically it's a way to say, if you always say ciao, like your vocabulary is a little, am I even top right or am I? Yes, I am, okay. It's maybe like a way to say, if you always say ciao, you're not really showing a very deep vocabulary, which, I mean, it's a good point, but we Italians do say ciao a lot. Let me bring back the chat. There we go. Let's go.
this is perfectly good and useful, and I use it every day too.
Good.
But it shouldn't be used in every situation, and there's better alternatives out there.
Yeah, she's right. Ciao is informal. I don't know how it works in Spanish. I think people, if any of you speak Spanish natively, I think Spanish speakers only use ciao to say goodbye. In Italian, we use ciao to say hello and goodbye. You can use it either way. But it is informal, so you should use it with friends. It's kind of weird sometimes when foreigners use ciao like with an elderly person, even though like I would say buonasera, buongiorno, arrivederci. I wouldn't say ciao to an elderly person unless I know them, unless like I know them by name on a first name basis. And also saying ciao to someone who is like your friend's dad, if you know them, it's fine. It's only a matter of, depends on the level of formality, I would say. French has formal and informal too. Others may have as well. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure, yes. Napoleon says, ciao, bella ragazza. Yeah, she's a bella ragazza, for sure. You thought ciao was farewell, not greeting. In Italian, it's both, Alex. So you can say, like, your first time you enter your friend's house, you can say, ciao, 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 come stai? Ciao, come stai? Ciao, come stai is a combo in Italian. Ciao, come stai? Or ci vediamo, ciao. You can even combine them. You can use them same way.
If you're a beginner and you want to learn Italian the easy way so you can connect with family and friends and embrace your Italian heritage, then like this video and hit subscribe.
And go to the Vatican.
So you can see more videos like this one.
Sounds good.
And if you want extra help with pronunciation or just a tangible PDF to learn from, then click the link in the description below and you'll get my official Italian pronunciation guide.
Okay.
I think you'll find it really helpful with 40
she put a picture of a Vespa. Of course she did. Vespa.
practice words and some phrases too. If you're new here, ciao, mi chiamo Maria, and I learned Italian from scratch so I could embrace my Italian heritage and really get to know my family.
I see. So she's American. She's an American Italian-American. There you go. She's an Italian-American. Cool.
And friends over in Italy. And for over 6 years now, I've been teaching Italian to people with Italian heritage just like me, so they can do the same thing too.
That's wonderful. I very much appreciate when Italian Americans do speak Italian. It's so fun when my wife and I go to Little Italy, when we go to New York, which we do tend to go not that often, but usually at least once a year. And then we always go, like it's a must stop to go to Little Italy. And then whenever I find an Italian American who does also speak Italian, it's nice, it's fun.
And so if that's something you want to be a part of, and then just keep on watching. Right. So ciao can mean hello or goodbye.
Correct.
And it's really only used in informal situations.
Yeah.
This is a huge mistake I see among most beginners, and now you don't have to make it. So again, ciao is really only used for informal situations. So
I think the origins of ciao are not even from standard Italian. I think it comes from one of the regional languages, which in Italy we call dialects, although technically, I mean, they are regional languages. I think it's from Venetian, if I'm not wrong, which I was reading at one point that it comes from Chavo or something like this. I don't speak Venetian, of course, but something like I'm your slave. I believe. I could be wrong. I'll have to double check the etymology because I haven't read it in a while. Yeah. The video's just an ad. No, it's fine. It's fine to plug your own things. Given on a 3 minutes video is a little bit, it is what it is, but I mean.
For example, if I was walking into a restaurant for the first time and I didn't know my waiter, I wouldn't say ciao.
Unless the waiter is a young person. If the waiter is like a 16-year-old boy/girl, you can totally say ciao. I just wanted to give a little context there. Not that I'm correcting her, but I do want to give context. I would absolutely say ciao to the waiter if they are young. Also, there is a difference between north and south in the sense that northern Italy tends to be more on the formal side of things, whereas southern Italy, often you will see that people are kind of ditch the formality more quickly. So if you're in Naples or in Sicily, but in Naples even more, and you enter a restaurant, you could say ciao to a waiter that you don't know, or not. Kind of depends. The Southerners are less strict when it comes to formality than people in the north. It's just one of those things. Alex asks, were different Italian states really that different that they basically had different languages? Absolutely. Yeah. And even now that Italy is unified, it's relatively young. It's only like 170 years, is it? 180 years? So, the regional, we can all use Italian, of course, with our own different accents. But if I speak Sicilian to someone from Friuli and they speak Furlan, and someone from Milan speaks Milanese, it becomes mutually unintelligible for most. Like sometimes we'll understand each other, but that's the same in Spanish. Sometimes I will understand a Spanish speaker. Sometimes I will understand even a freaking Romanian speaker, depending on the word choice. So the simple fact that it can be mutually intelligible doesn't mean that they are in different languages, if you catch my drift. What that means is that often when I listen to, for example, Furlan, and then I listen to standard Castilian Spanish will be easier for me to understand than Furlan, even though Furlan is technically a dialect of Italian. Although the reality is that a lot of these, I don't really think it is. I think even Sicilian it's a dialect of Latin, if you really want to look at it that way, because it's as ancient as Italian is. But yeah.
Because that's more of a formal situation, and I don't know the waiter. In this case, I would say salve. Salve is a greeting that is much more appropriate for formal situations.
She's absolutely correct. Of course, salve comes from salve in Latin. It's the exact same word with just the V pronounced. And I use it a lot personally for my personality. I often, when I enter a place, you can say buongiorno, buonasera, or you can say salve. It's quite formal, yeah.
Or when you're meeting somebody for the first time. Are you guilty of saying ciao all the time?
Yes, but I'm Italian, so it's okay. I get a pass.
If so, you are not alone. Let me know in the comments. I'm curious. Instead of ciao, it's also really common in Italy to hear buongiorno, buon pomeriggio, and buonasera.
Buon pomeriggio, so they are good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Buon pomeriggio, out of the three, is the least commonly used by native speakers, although the percentages of how much these are used vary region by region. In Sicily, People start saying buonasera, good evening, after freaking 2 in the afternoon. And which you can imagine that even at 1, I've heard people saying, 1 p.m., I've heard people saying buonasera. So we kind of start saying buonasera very early. You can say buon pomeriggio, it's just less used. I can't speak for every city though, so I don't know if maybe buon pomeriggio is used more in Milano, Bologna. Who the heck knows? My dad never uses it, and he's from the Northeast. Snow Bunny, hey there. Metatron, are we doomed in Italian if we can't roll an R? No, you'll just have an accent, but that's fine. It can be even endearing. Like if you... Yeah, no, it's totally fine. If you can't roll the R, you're perfectly understandable, and it just gives you a foreign accent. And to give you an idea, it would be like me rolling my R when I speak English. So it's not that you can't understand me, just have an accent. Hey, Greg, glory to Rome, my friend. Good to have you here.
As greetings. So since ciao can come off as really casual, I would recommend saying one of these depending on the time of day.
Sure.
And those are perfect for any situation whatsoever, formal, informal, you name it. You can always say buongiorno, buon pomeriggio, or buonasera. And last but not least, another common greeting you'll hear in Italy is buondì.
Correct. I do want to say, though, she's really good. She's really good. Good teacher, good Italian. The way she pronounced it had a bit of a foreign accent. Let me hear it again.
Which means good morning. Buongiorno. Same thing. There's not really a difference.
Wait. Let me go back. I want to hear it.
Same thing. There's not really...
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay.
Another common greeting you'll hear in Italy is buondì, which means...
Yeah, she's saying it. It's actually, I find it very cute, but she's saying buondi. So she's stressing the beginning, but we stress the end because there is an accent. So we would say buondì. Buondì. That's how you pronounce it in Italian. Di just means giorno, day. It's another way to say it. So buondì. I like buondì. I think it's more commonly used in the north, but you do hear it occasionally in the south. I've heard it a lot more often in northern Italy, though. You can use it anywhere.
Means good morning. Buongiorno. Same thing. There's
thing.
not really a difference with that one. Saying buondì will also
you see, she says buondì. It's buondì.
Impress whoever you're speaking to, especially if you're just learning Italian.
That's true. It's true. She's right. I think as an Italian, I would not expect. I would not expect. Is that a correct word? Watch her correct me now. Broken English. No, I'm saying I wouldn't expect a non-native to say buondì. I would expect him to say buongiorno. In fact, ciao, or buongiorno. Yeah. So buondì, she's right. Yeah, you get praised, I suppose.
So again, using our example from earlier, if I was to walk into a restaurant and I was meeting my server for the first time, I could say buongiorno or I could say buondì, and it means the same thing.
Actually, this time she pronounced it right, buondì. You know, the stress at the end, I noticed, is a little tough for my wife to mimic as well. She has problems sometimes. Let me put myself full camera to tell you this one. But it's funny because my wife always wants to speak Italian to my dad. So every time that my father calls on the phone, she always wants to speak to him so she can practice her Italian a little bit with someone who isn't me. And it's funny because she says she wants to say hello, dad. She calls him dad. And my dad loves it when she does that. So she wants to say ciao, papa. Because in Italian, dad, one of the ways to say, the most commonly used, is papa. But the stress is at the end, P-A-P-A with an accent. But she always says, ciao papa, and she stresses it at the beginning. And it's funny because that means Pope. So she's literally saying, hello, Pope, every time. And I think my dad now kind of gave up on it in the sense that he used to say something like, I'm not a Pope, but he kind of gave up on it, and he's like, he knows what she means, so he doesn't even say anything. But it's funny because then she tells me, did I call him Pope again? And I'm like, yeah, you did, but it's not a big deal. It's funny. But it's interesting how we have these words in Italian that are stressed at the end, like the word for city, città. It's not città, it's città. So it has this thing that I guess is kind of different. Viva Papa Metatron. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah. Anyways, let's finish the video. It's almost done.
And both would be better than saying ciao. Ciao can also mean an informal goodbye. It's not just a greeting, it's also a farewell. So if you want a video on that and some examples, let me know in the comments and I'll get started on it. If you or
please make that video.
Someone close to you has Italian heritage and you want to become conversational with tips like these, then click the link in the description.
Well, that was nice. That was nice. I mean, I was expecting something different, so I'm in a negative sense. So I'm happy that I didn't do anything wrong by saying ciao all the time, I guess. But yeah, so appreciate that, Maria Rosa. Nice. Let's give it a like. She's learning my language. I appreciate that. All right, next. Let me see. So yeah, let's stop with languages for a little bit. Let's go into history. Let's go into history. How about that? First, let me read the chat a little bit. And then we're going to go into history, my friends. We're going to ancient Greece. And then we play some games. LOL, does your dad have a fancy hat? Unfortunately not. I do. It's over here. Blondie, yeah, it's a good way to remember Bondi, I guess. Geometric language, Marozzo helps with conversation. Marozzo, yeah, but then you start using things like mandritto. Well, not really, but yeah. Napoleon says, also dropping the T. In what occasion? Padre Metatron. That would make me into a priest, though. If you say Padre and then my name, you basically turning me into a priest. Catholic, specifically. Carl says, the R... better, oh no, the arrow, that's an arrow. The R, I, this sort of sound shift. Some Brits turned an R into a W. Marriage. Yeah, some do. Marriage, I would never say marriage. At the beginning, like road, right, white. Yeah, it's true. Some people do that. I don't do that. I've never done that. But yeah. I think I don't really pronounce my R's in English. It's a non-rhotic accent. That's how I picked it up in when I was a child, a teenager, should I say. Well, from an American's perspective, Americans call 18-year-olds it's a child, or 19-year-olds, which to me is kind of weird because in Italy 18 is the you're an adult. So when I hear like, oh, it's a child, and I'm like, it's 18. I mean, whatever, but you know what I mean. Regardless of that, let me think. Yeah, so now, yeah, my accent is definitely non-rhotic. The only case in which I do pronounce R's is when they connect. So I would say a car, but a car under a bridge. Then I would pronounce the R, a car under. So I am saying car in that case, a car under. Some people put a glottal stop in England and say a car under. My glottal stops are not occasionally used, but not that much, but sometimes, I guess. It's all interesting, isn't it? Marriage is what bewingers to get this. To you, it sounds posh, I guess. I suppose. Padre Metatron, that's a good one. I know, Dax. That's funny. I wish I could pick up languages like I used to. Oh, why not? You can always start again. Hey man, you should make a video about Trajan, my favorite emperor. Oh yeah, make a series. I'd love to. Right now, you know, YouTube has been crazy. For the last 7 videos have had horrible views. I wonder why, because then again, if you go back like 9 days ago, 2 weeks ago, views are great. But the last 7 videos, 2 of which were vanilla, maybe that's the problem, but I still want to make vanilla videos. It's just the views are really bad. Maybe it's because it's January though. People say that January is the worst month of the year. I hope that's all there is to it and there isn't any sort of like shadow banning or anything on YouTube, because it's really, really annoying when, like I want to make a video like this, but it's going to cap at 20,000 views, which is really, really... Again, I can. As I say, I just posted 2 vanilla videos back to back. The one about like me wearing plate in the snow, and then I made the origins of the medieval knight, both very vanilla, old school Metatron content. It's just that the views are they were both 10 out of 10. So it means they were the worst performing videos out of the last 10 videos uploaded. Both of them in a row. Hard mode says, is native actually considered between C1 and C2? Well, no, a native would be a C2. Although then again, when I say that, some natives, if they are uneducated, they wouldn't pass a C2 test. But then again, a native is a native. So it's like I don't even know if you could use the common frame of the European common framework of reference like that. I don't know if I would put a native is a native, and then it's just a matter of education, I suppose. The Medieval Knight video was amazing. Watched it today. I appreciate that. Thank you. Well, I hope that more people will do that. They'll find it and maybe watch it afterwards. I don't particularly care as long as a video gets the views, even if it takes like 3 months for it to get a decent amount of views, I'm okay. Of course, seeing 10 out of 10 Grey Arrow is demotivating as a content creator, because you see that, you're like, gosh, I put a lot of work in it, and 10 out of 10. But it is what it is. I mean, it's just how the machine works. Yeah. Did Italy ever use the small sword? I think so. I wouldn't see why not. New England does have a rhotic R, do they? Yeah, Knight Percival saying, well, with your name, I can see why. He said, I absolutely love your video on the origins of the Knight. That's the content I love the most. You know, that's the content I like making the most. But I can tell you this much. I will continue to do it. I'll try to make 2 a week if I can. But I can tell you this much. If I only made that, the channel would completely die to a point where I couldn't continue it. I would have to go back teaching to, you know, support myself, or maybe do more Twitch, I suppose, and I couldn't continue. And I don't want that to happen, which is why I do the React content in tandem together with the rest of the stuff. Because it's one of those situations where like 20,000 views is terrible. Even 30,000 views is terrible. Honestly, I think 50k is the bare minimum for a channel the size of my main. And it's kind of weird because the main sometimes struggle. Some videos get 100,000, 200,000. Those are great, okay. But some videos struggle to get to 50k. And then there comes the second channel that does hit 50k. And sometimes the second gets, I'm not saying better views than the main, but it's going to get there, I believe, at one point. Irish accent don't do a rhotic R. No, they do. With rhotic, we don't mean trilled, by the way. R is not a rhotic R. I mean, it is, but a rhotic accent within the Anglophone sphere usually just means R. And Irish people, all the Irish friends I have, do pronounce the R, like R. They do. Whereas I think it's mostly, yeah, I mean, someone from New York with an actual New York accent, they would drop the R's, or like from some areas in the East Coast, like Boston. And then, of course, the majority of England, they drop their R's. Yeah, Boston is quite unique, I agree. They have a unique vowel system. But yeah, every Irish I've ever seen, they do pronounce the R, at least. Depending. There are different accents, though. Sometimes I've heard, like a friend of mine, Irish guy, metal singer, very famous, in fact. He doesn't pronounce the TH. He pronounces it like a T. Like he will say 30, not 30, or tink. That's how he speaks. I love the Irish accent, me too. Here in Australia, we drop most of every word. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I like the Australian accent as well, although there are several, obviously. I think there is a major difference between city to city and region to region in the way you guys articulate the vowels. That's what I was noticing. It's like, I don't think I can put on I can't put on an Australian accent, but I wonder if I could mimic one if I could listen to it. Like if someone spoke with a very Aussie, like not someone who has a light Australian accent. Maybe if it's an actual Aussie, maybe I could mimic it. Something like, I was watching a movie the other night that it was set in Australia, and it's a really decent movie. In fact, I liked it a lot. And the girl, the protagonist, it was funny because every time something traumatic would happen, she would go into this, oh no. That's what it sounded like to me. I'm probably butchering it, but it was really funny because, yeah, that's what it sounded to me. But yeah. Yeah, I like Australian too, Jack. Yeah, you're not a huge fan of Boston or any British accent, I see. Boston is quite harsh when they're like, close the door, Like Boston is really. I love it though. I watched an entire TV series with that accent on Netflix. What was it? Ray Donovan. I loved it. It was great. Yeah, it was like, oh no. That's what it sounded like to me. It's probably the only thing I can kind of mimic a little bit because I heard her say it so many times in that show. Oh, it was so funny. Anyways, whatever. Let's see this lady here. So what have we got? Here tonight, we've got a history hit video, and the title is Historian Answers Google's Most Popular Questions About Ancient Greek Women. Man, 27 minutes all about women. I mean, women in ancient Greece, it's a spicy topic because, you know, it is what it is. I mean, some people, ancient Greek writers, they had a few things to say about women, so I'm kind of curious to see what she's going to choose to talk about. In fact, let's have a look at the sections. We've got Helen of Troy real. That's a good question. Well, possibly based on a Mycenaean princess or something, maybe. Who was the most famous Greek woman? Who is she going to choose? Haha, that's going to be a good one. That's going to be a good one. Who's she going to choose and tell me why it's Gorgo? Let's see. Could Greek women vote? No. That's a pretty lengthy section to just say no. So maybe she's really good, you know? We'll see. What else? Could Greek women vote? No. Were Greek women involved in politics? Not directly, but I mean, you know, a woman could influence, we all know how. A woman could influence a powerful man and therefore get access or gain access to actual power in an indirect manner. That's how I would discuss that. Did the Spartans respect women? See, this is a little bit of a dangerous question from my point of view because it sounds a modernist. Like, respect in what sense? In the modern sense? Then good luck with that in classical antiquity. We'll see. We'll see. Could Greek women leave the house? Oh, I know what they're talking about. I personally think it's not a thing, but I know what they are referring to. It's a mention. It is mentioned in the sources. I think it was more the idea of, I don't know why I'm basically doing all the responses for her, but I'm just giving you a little idea. Yeah, history is not kind, absolutely. Did Greek women wear togas? No, because they weren't Romans. Did Greek women wear makeup? Absolutely yes. All right, so very good questions. Let's check it out. I hope it doesn't have modern revisionism, and we'll see. Let's go.
Doctors who argue that women should be marrying earlier, before puberty. Women would also be very involved in religion. There are certain Greek women who win Olympic prizes. Hi, I'm Anna Cargill-Martin. I am a classicist, and I'm here today to answer the most Googled questions about ancient Greek women.
Oh, that's how they selected. It's the most Googled questions. Well, already that introduction seems interesting, seems good. One thing she was saying, though, women winning a prize at the Olympics, I'd never heard of that. I never, ever heard of that. So that'd be nice if we can learn something new, because I haven't got a clue what that is. Let's see.
So, first question.
Yeah.
Was Helen of Troy real? So Helen of Troy is a legendary figure. She's meant to be the most beautiful woman in the ancient Greek world, and she appears in the narrative of the Great Trojan War.
That's a posh accent if I've ever heard one.
And she comes down to us for the first time in writing in the works of Homer around 800 BC. And she is...
Okay, she's got 10 points. She said BC, guys. She said BC. So, nice. We're starting strong.
Meant to be half mortal, half god. She is the daughter of the Spartan queen Leda and the god Zeus.
Isn't it ridiculous that all this art is censored? It pisses me off. I know it's not her fault, and it's not even the fault of the channel. I'm not a huge fan. I mean, no, this is History Hit, it's not Wired. So History Hit, as I say, it's a hit or miss for me. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. I've got nothing against them, but it's not their fault in this case. It's YouTube that makes you censor art all the way down to... They would make you censor art from the Stone Age. Watch them do it. Watch them do it. Bronze Age, classical antiquity, gorgeous paintings from Renaissance artists like Raffaello, Michelangelo, Leonardo, Donatello. It's all gonna get censored. And yet, if I now Googled on YouTube, if I looked for naked yoga or artistic nude, it's like that one gets a pass because it's artistic nude. Hold on a minute. This doesn't get a pass, but it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Zeus, and in some of the stories, she actually hatches out of a swan's egg. There are debates about how much of the narrative of the Trojan War was potentially based in reality that was passed down in oral
Definitely not the hatching of an egg.
Tradition. So it's possible that Helen was based originally on some Mycenaean princess from the Bronze Age, but she probably did.
I love how she says bronze. Hear it.
Based originally on some Mycenaean princess from the Bronze Age.
Bronze Age. Yeah, she's saying it like you were saying. You were talking about the W. She said bronze. Love it. Very endearing.
But she probably did not hatch out of a swan's egg. Next question.
Yeah.
Who was the most famous Greek woman?
Gorgo.
I would have to say probably Sappho, who is a...
Come on. It's Gorgo. All right, well, you know what? Maybe she's into poetry. If she's into poetry, I get it. Noble ones, we need to be respectful, okay? And understand that not everyone plays Civilization. I get it. It's still Gorgo, though. I double down.
A incredibly famous poet. She writes in lyric poetry around 600 BC, and she is from the island of Lesbos. Yeah. Her main theme is love. She writes about all of its eroticism.
All right, okay, I get it. Yeah, she's a girl. She likes poetry of love. Makes sense. Why you didn't say Gorgo? Should still have been Gorgo, though.
All of its emotion, the jealousy, the desire. And she is incredibly famous in the Greek world. She's known among Greek writers as the 10th muse, so the 10th goddess of artistic production. She appears on pottery, on people's wall paintings. So she's a real icon to the Greeks, and a lot of people essentially copy her style of poetry, and the meter that she writes in comes to be known as the Sapphic meter.
Well, yeah, of course. Sappho is like, it's a big deal. Absolutely. So I understand why she chose Sappho.
And her works continued to be copied and read even after antiquity. We have fragments of them now. And of course, she's also famous to us because a lot of her poems are written from the point of view of a woman who is having a love affair or is desiring another woman. And so the name Sappho and her birthplace Lesbos have come to be the words that we use for lesbian and sapphic.
Yeah, that's where that comes from. What's interesting about that, though, is that on the discussion about why I think it should still have been Gorgo, is because, I mean, I'm not complaining. It's a matter of personal, they're asking her, right? So it's fine. Metatron, shut it. I get it. But Gorgo. I think Gorgo would be great also, not only because of, Gorgo, Sparta, King Leonidas' wife, but also because if I recall correctly, she's the only woman called by name by Herodotus. And that's a big deal. That is a big deal. Not to mention, if you're talking about fame, who do you think would be more, like if we stopped random people in the street, how many do you think would know Sappho and how many would know Gorgo? I think Gorgo's more famous, but then again, maybe they wouldn't know anything and it's just me. TJ, hello, Raf. My insomnia is paying off again. Without it, I would never catch you live. How are you? Very well. I'll try to go live a little bit in the afternoons as well. Well, afternoons for me. When you are called by name in ancient history, then it is significant. Absolutely. Greek philosophy class interrupted by angry female who wanted to know why the professor wasn't talking about... Really, that happened, Alvin? Oh, no. Yeah, some people are just mad. Some people are just mad. You see, I'm not mad, but I am a little mad that she didn't say Gorgo. But I'm not like mad. Let's go.
So next question. Did Athenian democracy include women? Absolutely not. Women in Athens cannot vote. Exactly. They cannot hold political office. They cannot...
She's absolutely right. That's the case.
Attend the assemblies. They cannot even kind of represent themselves or appear in court. And one of the ways that Athenian democracy functions so well is because it defines the male citizen body in contrast to outsiders, so in contrast to foreigners, in contrast to slaves, and in contrast to women. It's interesting and quite ironic that we perceive Athens to be the birthplace of just rule and political rights, when really it was a very oppressive regime for the vast majority of people who lived there.
Okay, so I do have to disagree a little bit, although so far I appreciate that she, seems like she's telling it how it is. I didn't notice up to this point any injection. The only thing about what she said now is that when you say that the Athenian democracy was, what did she say, unjust?
A very oppressive regime.
An oppressive regime? Well, for the period, no. I mean, for the period, Athenian democracy was actually quite advanced. It's a form of pure democracy, so it shouldn't be understood that Athenian was democratic in the same way as representative democracies are in the modern period. There is obviously a difference, but it's still definitely closer to democracy the way we understand it as a form of political philosophy than, say, to a monarchy. Because, yeah, that's the thing you should really ask yourself. I mean, this is 5th century BC that we're talking about. By 4th century BC, we have the compiling of the Athenian constitution possibly by Socrates or one of his students. Can you imagine that? A constitution that defines the political strategy and policies of something that occurred 2,500 years ago. The alternatives are theocracies, oligarchies, monarchies, dictatorships, tyrants, kings and princes, emperors, and then, of course, the res publica in Rome, so the republic. I don't think that in context you should see it as it was very advanced. Yeah, so there is that. I think it really depends on how you look at it. Thank you, Boy, for the donation. Do you know Kingston General channel? Yes, I do. Never seen you react to them. They released Roman Knight the same day as yours, same topic. Really? I did not see that. That was a complete coincidence. I'll check their video out and I'll probably make a react. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. Go read what Pericles said about women. Indeed, I mean, there are a lot of mentions in period that would be very strong, but then again, you have to read them in period, right? Let me see, how is Twitch? Without knowing, I would guess that the most famous woman would be some high-level politician's wife. Well, yeah, who's been running things from the shadows or something. Yeah, sure. To modern sense, it's not just, but it lays groundworks. Yeah, absolutely. And they had slaves, clearly. But slaves are a thing. Even the idea of, since she's going to go back to the idea of voting and women, that's very recent development, isn't it? So it's not any harsher than the way, I mean, if you went to a Germanic or a Celtic village, you think, some ownership existed if ownership becomes an item of discussion. But then again, there are some instances of private ownership in ancient Greece too, but usually it's only the upper class. In fact, the way women are treated very much has to do with it. It's a matter of how high in the social hierarchy they would be, really. Same in Rome. Anyways, let's go.
For the vast majority of people who live there. Next question. Yeah. So could Greek women vote?
Nope.
So we've just established they couldn't vote in Athens. And in fact, I can't think of a single place in Greece that they could vote. But it is important to remember.
Probably on planet Earth. I can't think of a single place on green planet Earth. Or blue planet Earth, if you prefer, considering the percentages water to land ratio. But I mean, she's adorable, by the way. I'm not attacking her. This is not me making fun of her. It's just that I thought it was funny because, yeah.
Remember that the Greek world is made up of all these different kingdoms and city-states.
Absolutely correct.
That all have their own forms of rule. Some of them are democracies, some of them are oligarchies, so ruled by the wealthy. Some of them are tyrannies or monarchies. In some of those political systems, women
tyrannies in period, in context, there's a different, it's actually a form of government with a tyrant, which is a specific type of leader. It's not tyranny in the way we use it today. Well, maybe I should make a video about the different forms of government, and yeah, that could be actually a very interesting video idea.
Would have been able to exert more power. So for example, if you have a monarchical system, the women who are within the king's family might be able to exert a lot of unofficial political power, but they won't be able to vote.
Okay, that's a very interesting point. I think that could be kind of flipped during a democratic system such as the one in Athens. Usually when we talk about ancient Greek democracy, we talk about Athenian democracy because it's the most documented one. But you could flip it, because at the end of the day, not only we are talking about very small numbers, it's always the upper echelon of society, because of course you have the king, the queen, whatever, the sister of the king. Yeah, these women would have had a lot of power, not necessarily compared to their husbands or sons, but compared to the rest of the population. But you could say the same if you are like a woman in a noble family in Athens, and your husband has political power, or is someone who is important, or a general. You also have power, even if it's not a monarchy, even under an Athenian, even under a democracy. And that's the same in ancient Rome during the Republic. Imagine the gentes. So if you belong to a gens romana, so like a important family, prestigious family, women in this family would have definitely had wealth, and with wealth comes a certain degree of power. The way that power can be utilized then, of course, depends and changes dramatically between men and women, clearly in period, but wealth is power.
Next question. Were Greek women involved in politics? So we've covered this to some extent. Women generally couldn't vote, and in certain city-states like Athens, they were entirely politically sidelined. In monarchies, they could have a lot more power through influencing the men around them. But again, that is going to be limited to a very small number of women.
Extremely small, in fact. It's just the royal family. Maybe if it's like what is it? What's the female of duke? Duchess in English? Duchess? I have no idea. But yeah, a countess, I guess.
As you get into later Greek history, there is more evidence of wealthy women being kind of honored by their city.
You see, it is in connection with wealth. It is always in connection with wealth. Duchess, yeah, that's it, Duchess, nice. So influential power, it is influential power emblazoned, absolutely. Would be interesting, Dax File, yeah, I'll probably have to make it.
Sometimes get women being given actually magistracies as a sort of reward for making big donations to civic funds. And there's just a lot more evidence of women being kind of involved in that civic side of life.
Nice.
Next question.
She's nice though. I like how you can tell she's one of those, like, did you remember the Egyptologist from, was she from Wired or from History? I'm starting to get them mixed up in my head. But do you remember the Egyptologist lady? Not the guy that was like, oh, they're all human beings. That one pissed me off. But the Egyptologist lady, she was really nice, not only because she was very well prepared and she really knew what she was talking about, finally, but also because she was all smiles. You could tell she loved it. And I think it's the same with, what's her name again? Let me see. Oh, they don't tell. Oh, yes. Honor. Oh, her name is Honor. That's what you were telling us. Honor Cargill Martin. Man, that is... never heard of that combination. Anyways, I like that she seems to be enjoying her studies, whatever. Expertise.
Did the Spartans respect
there we go.
women?
Let's see how this one is.
This is such an interesting question.
Which is a polite way to say this is such a weird way to phrase it.
Athenian writers who write about Sparta and who sadly make up the majority of our sources really focus on what is so different between Athens and Sparta. And one of the things that they notice is that the Spartans treat their women very differently. And the Athenians obviously think that this is quite shocking.
Yes, so she's talking about the physicality, I think, of Spartan women involved in activities that the Athenians would think would be out of place. She's absolutely right.
So the Spartans encourage young women to take part in kind of physical activity, in races, in singing, in performances. And then later on, the Spartan women are still allowed to own property, they're allowed to inherit, they're allowed to, you know,
yeah, you see the fact of private ownership that I was mentioning. It is absolutely true that city-states are different at a legislative standpoint, and from rights, from the way they did war, trade, and all of that. The city-states are very different, which is one of the reasons why I often kind of not cringe, but I frown upon videos that just speak about ancient Greece. And that's a mistake that I may have made myself in the past. So I kind of have to cringe at myself, I suppose. But yeah, it's because it's like ancient Greece, there was a certain level of commonality between Greek people. So there is no unified ancient Greece. But when they do unite against a common enemy, then the Greeks do. We do read this in the sources. I'm actually preparing a video on this. It's called "The Origins of the Greeks." I'm preparing a video about it, so that's why it's a topic that I have fresh in my mind. So the Greeks do feel like, well, we have blood connection, we have a cultural connection, we have a linguistic connection. These are the three elements that connect Greek city-states when there is a common enemy, aka Persia being an example. But that's it. When the common enemy is not there, they fight each other, they try to take each other's place. Delphi, what they try to do with Delphi so they are not all Greeks in that sense. You're a Spartan, you're an Athenian, you're a whatever the heck at that point. So it is very different. Yeah. Only Spartan women can raise Spartan men. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Delphi, there was a lot of money in the treasure chests of Delphi. So that's why you will see that it will change. The control of Delphi will change a lot throughout the even archaic period, in the Greek Middle Ages, which it's not. I'm talking about the Hellenic Middle Ages. It's different from the Middle Ages. Middle Ages, it's annoying that they use that term. But yeah. Cool.
Exert quite a lot more power in the society. Does that necessarily translate to the Spartans respecting women in the way that we would understand today? Their main role was still procreation and marriage. So one of the key reasons that the Spartans are encouraging young girls to kind of train in physical activity is because they want them to be strong, because the belief is if the mother is strong, she is going to birth a strong son who is going to become a strong soldier for the Spartan state. That being said, we do have a lot of evidence of Spartan women exerting a lot of political power, and there are also instances in which a Spartan community will honor a woman for some achievement. So there's a woman called Kyniska, who is the first woman to achieve a victory at the Olympic Games by sponsoring a chariot team.
By sponsoring a chariot team. Okay, that's why it sounded weird to me when she said a woman receiving a prize at the Olympics, okay, by sponsoring a chariot team. Now it makes sense.
A victory, the Spartans actually set up essentially a hero shrine to her in the center of the town. We found inscriptions honoring her. And so there suddenly is, I think, more of a respect for women's possible achievements. So
I'm not saying that that's what she's saying, okay? So I'm not trying to put words in her mouth to attack, create a straw man to attack it. This is not an attack, but just for the audience in general. I found it interesting how she was answering the question, would they respect them the way we would modernly, like in our day and age? And then she went into, well, they were expecting them for procreation, so they were expecting them to get married and get children. Well, expecting a woman to get married and have a child, as long as it's not against their will, that is, yeah. But otherwise, I don't see anything wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. The idea of, but then again, I love the concept of the traditional family, so maybe it's just me when it comes to that. But I don't see anything wrong with the idea of, like, if I have a daughter in the future, it's her choice, of course. She can choose. She doesn't want to get married. She doesn't get married. She doesn't want to have children. It's all her choice, clearly. But I would encourage a daughter to eventually find a good husband and raise a good family and I don't think that it's disrespectful. If anything, it's giving value to something that only a woman can do, which is to birth a child. So, but that's just me. I don't know. It is what it is. Let's go.
Because there are these very different kind of outlooks on women's roles in society, a lot of these questions are going to have different answers depending on what part of Greece you're looking at.
Absolutely true. Yes.
So, next question. Could Greek women leave the house?
Yeah, I'm interested in to see. Of course, we're not going to watch the whole thing. I'll try not to interrupt her, okay? So I'll let her speak. But this is an interesting one because I think it's based on an ideal, not a real description of facts.
This is such an interesting question, and it's actually still an ongoing matter of scholarly debate. There is certainly an ideal, at least in Athens, that women will live a life that is secluded, that they will ideally remain within the domestic sphere, that they won't be seen by people outside the home. There's even an idea in Athens that to mention a woman's name in a public space is to cast aspersions on her character and her respectability. Whether that ideal was borne out in real life is a completely different question. When we look at, for example, Athenian comedy, there is an assumption made that women will have friends throughout the city, that they will be kind of socializing and going on errands. That's, again, not necessarily reflective of reality, but we might imagine that the truth for the vast majority of women at least lay somewhere in the middle. Of course, not leaving the house is also a privilege of the upper classes.
Yeah.
If you are very wealthy women...
Okay, but since this is a second item of discussion, I'll interject for the first. I agree. It's definitely an ideal. It is mentioned in some sources, not even that often. I really don't think it's feasible. In fact, if anything, I think that the fact that they are mentioning on the sources the women belong to the house is kind of a more drastic version of women belong in the kitchen, I guess, from ancient Greece. But the idea of women should stay in the house, women shouldn't go outside, is probably, if they say it, is because women don't do that and go outside. That's my take on it. I really don't think that there is that we have to imagine now that all women in ancient Greece just stuck at home, can never go out, because and this connects beautifully to what she's about to say now. I don't know why I lost signal for a second. I hope you didn't. Just double checking. Oh, okay. Let me know if you're still seeing, because on my end, can you see me move between full screen and top right? Because I can't see it in the preview for some reason. It's kind of glitched. You're good. Okay, then great, whatever. So I was just saying, it connects perfectly to what she's about to say, the difference between wealth, social status. If you're a rich woman, I guess you can stay home if you want, and you just send your servants to collect water at the well/river, to buy food at the market and all that. But if you are not a wealthy woman, or you're just regular, you don't have to be poor, but you own a house, but you've got to run some errands, you'll go. Because even more so if your husband is busy working the field, is busy because he's on campaign, fighting as a hoplite, is busy because maybe he's a politician or wants to become one, or is busy because he's an orator, whatever the reason, or maybe he just wants to go out and go drink with his friends. In the meantime, if he comes home in ancient Greece, right, 500 years before Christ, if he comes home and you've done nothing, I think a guy is not going to appreciate that. Unless he's one of those that think like the philosophers, and he's like, oh no, my woman needs to stay home, and they're great. But maybe they have servants at that point. At least that's what I think. Yeah. Yeah, the spear would be easier to learn how to use than a bow. I'm reading now your question, definitely. But then again, it depends on the type of bow, because if it's a bow like the Meridos bow, which not period in this case, but a Meridos bow, no chance. 120 pounds draw weight. But if it's a low draw weight, like in the 40s range, I don't see why not. But a spear would definitely be better.
Who has, for example, slaves to go and collect the water from the well, or go and make purchases for you, that's fine. You maybe can stay at home if that is something that is expected of you. But if you are a poorer woman who has to undertake those errands herself,
or even middle class,
who has to potentially leave the house to work, you're not going to have that same dubious privilege.
Yeah.
So Next question. Did Greek women wear togas?
Nope.
So the toga is actually a Roman form of dress,
Exactly.
and it is associated primarily with Roman men, although interestingly, it's also allegedly sometimes worn by prostitutes and adulteresses in Rome. But
I've never heard of that, but just because I've never heard of it doesn't mean that it's not true. I'll just have to double check it. I'll ask my lead researcher. He's really good with details like this, Dr. Canestrelli. I'll ask him. And if he gives me an answer before I post the video, I'll add it in post-production. We'll see. Togas, anyways, usually they are connected to wealthy Romans and upper class anyways. Not every Roman would be wearing a toga like in the movies.
it's actually not a form of dress that appears in the Greek world at all. Instead, Greek women would have been wearing a type of kind of draped dress, and there are lots of different types that are worn in different parts of Greece. And then they would also wear a kind of cloak, and very often when they left the house, they would be expected to be veiled. It was a sign of your modesty and your respectability.
Nice. I gotta say this. Minoan women had the best attire, 100%, hands down, if you can keep them down. If you know, you know.
Did Greek women wear makeup?
Yes.
Yes, they did. And we know this from both the literary sources and from the archaeology. So we have found small little Greek pots with the remnants of types of makeup inside. So, for example, there's white lead that women seem to have been using for their complexions.
I think some of the ingredients that they used were toxic. Some of the stuff that they put on their lips may have been toxic, depending. But yeah, when 5 years ago, I actually made a series of collaboration videos with my, at the time, girlfriend, now wife. And we did a little research on Minoan makeup, Egyptian makeup, Japanese makeup, and maybe we did Mycenaean as well, ancient Greek. We did a few of these, and then she would try and find something that is similar and then to recreate a historical makeup look, even medieval, because in the Middle Ages, mostly women weren't wearing makeup, since it was seen by Catholic teaching and Catholic Church usually as like a form of, not a sin, but like a form of pride, if you will. So, but some upper class women in nobility still did have a very simple type of makeup, possibly. But in Greece and in Rome, they absolutely used makeup, 100%. Cobalt, yeah, there you go. That's what it is, yeah. Yeah, purple toga would be extremely expensive, even if you just have some sections of it in purple. Yeah, purple is great. Elon Musk, yeah, exactly. Purple is for Elon Musk, for the Elon Muskus. Yeah. And lead, exactly, Alex, yeah. It's interesting how they recreated some of the blues that, remember, allegedly Greeks couldn't see. What a stupid statement. I'm happy I debunked that one a while ago. The Greeks couldn't see blue. Facepalm.
And then ochre, which they seem to have been using as a sort of blush. It's really interesting how makeup is treated in the literary sources. It's often men kind of railing against women, you know, wearing all this makeup, like they look so much better natural, how could they do this?
I agree with ancient men. Women look better with either no makeup, I'm gonna say controversial hot take, or a very light, simple makeup. A little lipstick. Lipstick is good. I like lipstick. Okay, I like lipstick as long as it's not one of the weird colors like brown lipstick or blue lipstick. You know, well, blue lipstick with a goth girl, I'll take that, or black. But in general, like a pink or a red lipstick, or a good-looking face, and then just a little bit. You know, when they do a little bit of black just to make the eyes a little pointier, like a little cat-like. And that's it. I cannot stand full face of makeup. I don't like it. Personally, I don't like it. Natural beauty and just slightly enhanced. Maybe you could do a little bit of blush, but that's it. So I agree with men from ancient Greece. There you go. Francesco, I agree with you, Metatron. So we both agree. Me and Francesco agree with ancient Greece.
To themselves. And there is also an association of makeup with potentially courtesans or with older women who are still trying to hang on to a sexual desirability. That's a kind of classic like joke in Greek comedy.
Yeah, like for example, I think she's not doing too much. So that's it's pretty good. Good
Next
makeup.
question. Could Greek women go to the theatre? Again, this is a point of endless scholarly debate. Whenever Greek sources talk about the audience at the theatre, they refer to them as men. But that's not necessarily conclusive evidence that women weren't also involved. It could also just be a convention that when there's a mixed group, you talk to them as men. So
of course, yeah, we do that, for example, in Italian, which is a gendered language. When you have a mixed group, you use masculine form. It's just how it is. It's not a form of, I don't know, an attack on women. It's just a grammatical function. We don't even think about it. It's just that if I had to say, yeah, let me give you an example. Tutto means all / every. So if you want to say, yeah, if it's just men, I say tutti to mean everyone. If it's just women, I'll say tutte because it's conjugated into feminine plural. But if it's a mix, I still say tutti. It's masculine at that point. It's just how it works. Like calling a group of people guys, I guess, in the US. But even if you think about it, we collectively say mankind, but we absolutely mean men, women, and children at that point. So, yeah. I think it's because the word man, etymologically speaking, initially just meant person in like, I think it's in Proto-Germanic languages. And only then, in only afterwards, it became to mean a male. But in its origins, man, yeah, and it's interesting because before the word man started to be used to mean like a male or an adult male, which is what a man is, the other word for it that they were using, even in Old English, was a word that is pronounced were or were, which is, you still find it in the word werewolf, which means man-wolf. So that's the original word for man as a male adult. But then that was replaced with man that we now have, and here we are.
In Athens, the activity of going to the theatre is seen as a moment of kind of political communal bonding. And if that's the aim, obviously it's going to be men who are really intended to be going, because that is the political community. And a lot of these events are kind of civic, religious events. That's when places...
Theatre of Pergamon. Man, Greece has such amazing names. Let's skip ahead a little bit.
What age did Greek women marry? This is such an interesting question because a lot of Greek writers discuss it and debate what the kind of correct age for a woman to enter into marriage is. It seems likely that among aristocratic women in particular, the age of marriage is essentially around puberty. So kind of 12, 13, 14. A lot of writers...
Man, that's young.
...disagree with that. So there are certain philosophers who argue that women should marry around 18 or around 20 when...
You know what's interesting? Did you notice this? She's saying some people thought that a lot of, so that women should marry, particularly in the upper class, should marry really, really young. But a lot of people disagreed with that. So there is a varied set of opinion. Therefore, would it be incorrect to say the ancient Greeks thought that women should marry at age 12 or 13? Yes, it would be incorrect, because as she now stated, and she's absolutely correct, some people pushed for that, other people didn't like it, and so it was a matter of debate. Therefore, you cannot say the ancient Greek thought when it comes to this matter. It's the same concept that I try and push when I speak about homosexuality, same-sex relationships. It is nonsensical to say, oh, the ancient Greeks were all pro-homosexuality. No, it was a matter of debate. Some people were pro-homosexuality and same-sex relationship. We shouldn't just say homosexuality, because even women within women and men within men. Some people were thinking, yeah, it's a good thing. Other people were thinking that, no, it's absolutely not a good thing. And then there were, I want to say, in my opinion, the vast majority, they didn't care about it, didn't even think about it, and had other things to do, like freaking providing for their family, cutting the fields, gathering the wheat, going to war, putting on the helmet. That's the stuff that the common people, particularly when there is no internet, are going to be thinking about. How am I going to pay for the food? Or maybe if you are already wealthy or you're doing well, let's plan the next trip to the shrine, to the oracles, to Delphi. This is what regular people would be thinking about. It's mostly like the philosopher, the upper class, the aristocrats that have time to sit down and argue about what is the type of love and this and that. And then again, we would also very legislatively, from a legal perspective, it would change place to place. But as I said, there is a lot that has to be said when it comes to same-sex relationships, and it's not the topic of this video, so I don't want to go too deep. But suffice to say, in my opinion, it is wrong to say, the Romans thought, or the ancient Greeks thought, because it would be like today, taking the exact same topic and say, what do Americans think? That depends. You got moderates, like me. You've got full-blown conservatives and full-blown liberals. Man, the opinions are gonna vary. Well, welcome to the world. That's how things are. So yeah, it's one of those things. So there must have been a law about the age of marriage in each state. That makes sense. I don't know if it was legalized like that in every city-state. I would have to double-check, because unfortunately we don't know a lot about the other city-states that isn't places that aren't Athens and a little bit Sparta. Yeah. Being betrothed didn't mean getting married. Yeah, you're correct, per se, depending on the place. Yeah, you could be promised at 13, actually marry at 18. Absolutely, it would be a case by case, for sure. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, though, if you had like some kind of noble rich man that wanted to take advantage of that situation. Who knows? Yeah.
They're more mature, they're more developed morally. There's actually a group of doctors who argue that women should be marrying earlier, before puberty, because they think that it's actually dangerous for a woman who has reached puberty not to be having sex, that it can...
Sounds like an excuse to me to do nasty stuff and take advantage of the weak. That's what it sounds like to me. But yeah, as you see, 3 completely different positions on a very controversial item of discussion, to be expected, as it is. Could Greek women choose their husbands? Oh no. Well, I mean, if you're upper class, no. If you are middle class to regular, I would say usually not really. I mean, it's maybe in some cases. If you're low class, nobody really cares. If you're middle class already, let's see how the expert says it.
Cause her to go mad. So they think it's better to get it out of the way before that.
Right.
Next question. Could Greek women choose their husbands? So certainly in Athens, the marriage is a contract almost entirely between...
Very good way to put it.
...the 2 men. So between the father and the husband. Also, if women are marrying very young, they're kind of in their early teens, their ability to push back against familial pressure in that sense is going to be very limited. There are some areas of Greece where it does seem, particularly at some periods of time, that if a woman had been married and had, divorced, or her husband had died and she was a little older, she had maybe some resources of her own, she had more control over choosing her later husbands, not at Athens, but in places like Sparta and in some of the Hellenistic kingdoms. For example, we have a lot of marriage contracts from Hellenistic Egypt, which is like Greek-ruled Egypt, where...
So with the Ptolemy.
It is much more kind of framed as a contract between man and woman rather than a contract between husband and father.
Yeah, you know what? It's kind of funny, but let me tell you this much. Let me put myself... You know what would be really funny? If you have a daughter and she's like, Dad, treat me like a princess. You have to treat me like I'm a princess. Or even if a girlfriend tells you that. You could say, all right, then I will make sure to hand you, to marry you to some man who's twice your age, but he belongs to the high nobility of the neighboring kingdom, and that way we can secure a military alliance against the Germans. There you go. I treated you like a princess. How about that? Oh my gosh, that'd be really funny. But anyways, yeah, I don't want to react to the entire... But this seems to be a really good video, I have to say. I appreciate it, as usual. There were a few items that I did a little bit of... I don't know, I would rather see it this way. But she was really good. So, I don't know what else she's going to talk about. Could Greek women own property? She's going to go deeper into that. Let me see. Did Greek women fight in wars? Well, wait, I need to watch this one. We got to watch this last section, and then I'll call it a day, I suppose, with her, and then we can play some games tonight. But I do have to react to this. There are some mentions. Obviously, 90% of the times, 95% of the time, 99% of the times, it's men that fight in war. Anyone who says differently, unless they're speaking about the Sarmatians, unless they're speaking about populations of the steppe or the steppes, or like the Ayazagis, there are exceptions. There are cultures in which mounted women warriors in scale, bronze armor, and spear are mentioned. So unless you speak about those, in the majority of cases, it's men to go to war. Now, when it comes to Greece, there are mentions of defensive combat during sieges. So I guess in a situation of desperation, women would fight. But it's like the idea of having a whole unit, a whole army of hoplite women. No, it would be fantasy. It would be complete fantasy. Let's see how she addresses that. I'm sure she knows what she's talking about, so she's a good one. Sorry, I'm just bringing back the chat for some reason, so it went away. Let's go.
Did Greek women fight in wars? Generally, no. Fighting was intended to be the domain of men. But that sort of breaks down when you get to a situation where a city, for example, is under siege. There are certain stories in Greek history of women.
She's excellent.
Men fighting to protect their homes and their families. And there are also obviously myths about female fighters. So you might have heard of the Amazons, who were believed to be this legendary race of women who, it was like an all-female society, and they were incredibly good fighters. They were the daughters of the god of war Ares, and they used...
Just to say it in Greek pronunciation, it would be Ares.
Used these kind of double-edged...
Ancient.
Battle axes, and were incredibly feared in Greek mythology. It's possible that those were actually based on some reports of real women who were living in Scythia on the kind of Russian steppes, and who were potentially much more involved in fighting and in horsemanship.
I don't think the myth of the Amazons is based on the Scythians. I think it's not like I can definitively say it's not, but I think it would be more likely that it's either the Sarmatians, the Ayazagis, or maybe even within the Sassanid, I don't know how to pronounce it, Sassanid Empire, rather than the Scythians. But nobody knows.
Than most of the women in Greece were.
Okay, so we watched that. Fantastic. All right, so loved it. Was very good. I had a very good time with her. So I'm going to call it a night when it comes to reacting. And now we're going to go ahead and do something else. But I'm just going to record a small ending. I hope you guys don't mind, so that I have the ending recorded for the video after I edit it and put it on Metatron. So I'm just going to do that. Thank you very much for watching as always. If you liked this video, please remember thumbs up. And if you're not yet a member of this community, become a noble one. Subscribe to my channel for more content from the Metatron. And remember, the Metatron has spread his wings. Goodbye. Not a goodbye for the stream though. So don't go away. Man, I've been saying that for 12 years. Yeah, Scythian is very broad in antiquity. You're absolutely correct. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Okay, good stuff. So that was a good React series. So let me close the video, but it was a very good video. I'll try to post it tomorrow. And I might add a thing or two during editing if I can find some sources to justify some of the stuff that I mentioned. Then tomorrow I'm going to react to Siama. But I don't need it right now because he's got a video. Siama made a video of him speaking Sicilian, and it actually went very well when I made a reacting to Academy's channel. But he also has one where he's speaking Neapolitan, and I've got to react to it. Got to react to it. What game tonight? Yeah, let's have a look. Lee Figuru says Matt Easton makes a standard start and ending and puts it on the video by editing. Yeah, with the beginning of videos, I always like to have a different beginning for every video. But for the end, I should probably do that. I should have done it like years ago. But that's me, all right. All right, so this is a video I want to finish watching later. I'm just going to close some of the tabs, if you don't mind, before we start the game. So close the tab. Conquerors of Fate. All right, close. Da-da. Da-da. Okay, so these are all abstracts that I'm gonna use. Gonna sort my situation out. Yeah, it's very good. All right, so got a lot of stuff to check out here. Very nice. Man, that's a lot. Okay, done. All right, let's pick up a game. Oh yeah, you know what game I want to try tonight? Actually, I do have a game I wanted to check out, and I think you guys might enjoy it. It's called Library. Where is it? Song of Silence. It's a demo, and I kind of want to check it out with you. I tried to play it a little bit, and it has a very good potential in my mind for a strategy fantasy. So let's test it together as one of the games. Or not. It just told me an error occurred. Maybe not. Songs of Silence demo. An error occurred while launching this game. No licenses. I haven't got. Do you need a license for a demo? Well, not then. Not this then. Let's try another one. Let me see what we've got. Maybe I could play a game of... Let me see. Oh, you know what I want to play one of these nights? I might do it tonight, maybe. I don't know. It's one. We'll see. Warhammer 40k, Gladius is a really good game. I wonder why the game didn't work. I'll have to see. Man, there is always a problem, isn't it? Yeah, no, I'm not showing the game because it doesn't work. I'm not showing the game because it doesn't work, Juliana. Let me see. Yeah, sometimes I'll check out Songs of Conquest. Absolutely. I'll do that. Let's play a little bit, though. Let me see. I'm looking at the list of games. One moment. So, Coagulation Station is such a good game, but I want to play it when I start early on, so I have enough time to do it right. Because that game is good. Oh, you know what? We should have another session of... Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to have another session of Hellish Quart. Because that's such a good game. And this time I want to try the arcade. Let's do that. Where is it? Hellish Quart. Hellish Quart. Let's go. Yeah, what a good game. And also Half Swording. Yeah, I got to download that one. See if we can do it today or tomorrow. But let me do some Hellish Quart first. Alright, let me put myself top right very quickly. Alright, let's do it. See if we can do an arcade. Maybe finish with one of the characters. What a game. What a game. If you like HEMA, you're gonna love this game. So yeah, let me do just a couple of versus CPU and then we go into arcade. You can play normal or first person. We'll do normal for now. Sharp wooden HEMA synthetic. Let's start with HEMA. Both fences get a point in case of double kill. Nope. Nobody gets a point. The fence... Well, actually... Yeah, I don't like the last one because it feels like modern fencing. I'm gonna do we both get a point so they don't last too long. They should add a small sword, I agree. What a good game. It's very loud. Is it still loud? Oh, they're dressed in HEMA gear if you choose the... Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, it's a bit too loud, isn't it? Let me reduce it a little bit. I do want to reduce it a bit. There we go. Okay. Well, long sword. Double long sword, come on. Let's maybe here. Haha. Man, I love that they are in HEMA gear. I'm the one on the left, of course. Haha, got you. Ah, it really hurt, did it? Haha. Muppet. Oh, I tried because she did the high guard. Okay. Double? Yeah, it's a double, but I think mine hurt more. What a game. Aha. We're doing well, we're doing well. I think they really improved the game. It really is a great game. And I'm gonna get you. I love it that they fall on the ground. When am I playing Kingdom Come 2? When it comes out. Split second. Damn it. She got me. She got me. She got me. Yeah, they should add Rotella, yeah. Oh, come on. Didn't connect. That was good. We keep doing doubles. That's actually not a good sign. It means we're like kind of beginners. Beginners do a lot of doubles. All right, I'm gonna hit it in the head. Hit her in the head. That's another double. Muppet. Maybe I should wait a second. Let's see. So wait for the right moment, because I only need one more. In fact, I need one more. So that's it. That's it. Lovely. Well, now that we trained with Hima, we're going to do the same, but with sharp. Yeah? We need to have one with sharps. Nice work. Yeah, it was good. Kind of like longsword versus longsword. I love this game. Absolutely love this game. Yeah, I could try to get half sword, depending on how late it gets. It's either today or tomorrow. Okay, now it's my life is at stake, so gotta be careful here. Hey, how about that? Cut her hand. That was nice. Huh? Now what? Aha, cut. I drew blood on the leg, from the leg. Oh, she can't walk properly. Look at that. Oh gosh. Uh-oh. But I'm alive. Oh, I should have got nice. That was a good one. So I'm wounded, but I'm good. I'm wounded but good. Okay. Holy moly, did you see that? Yeah, I'd rather be me, to be honest, with that kind of hit. Yeah, that cut is really good. Right. That was good, good combo. I think I'm doing well. Again, I'm fighting against 2 skulls, not 3, but you know, you can still be happy about the techniques at least. Not the face, I know. Okay, good. One more, guys, and then we start the story. We start the story, or arcade, or whatever the heck. Yeah, that was a cut of the face. Good. Longsword rule. 10 wins with Isabella. Check that out. Okay, so let's give it a try with the story. I never tried the story. During the early access phase of Hellish Quart, we use automatic computer text localization because that's fine. So I can only play him, I guess. Alright. Yeah, it's fine. Let's try it. Yeah. Start the adventure, guys. It's Hellish Quart. That's the game. Okay. I know how to play. Whatever. I don't want to do that. That's fine. Well, we'll do it. We'll do a little tutorial. It's fine. Can I skip the tutorial? No? Well, that's one thing they need to implement. Developers. Skippable tutorials. Dodging. Okay, cool. That's dodging. Next. And we only need to do it once. Upper right. Your most important attack. Okay, cool. Next. Oh, he wanted me to do all of them. Okay. And then hold special attacks. Oh, I see. Well, I didn't know this, so it's actually good that I am... Nice. It's actually good that we're doing this. He has the better hat, the one on the left, I agree. Okay, so now what? Oh, blocking. Oh, okay. Well, I just need to not... And they're using sticks. Cool. Yeah. Aha, look at me. It works even when I like that. Hold... cancelling attacks. Oh, I see. Don't press backward. Oh, I press backward after. That's pretty cool. So you can feint. Nice. Hey, I didn't know. I'm learning. Proper distance. Alright. To close, effective blocking. Haha. Oh, hey, hey. Hey, leave me alone. Leave me alone, you muppet. Oh, go, go, go. No, 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 no. Okay, here I am. It just broke my head. I wonder how many hours a day Metatron Protector are working. Great videos every day and just realized multiple channels and streaming. Yeah, I know. I know. I'm a very active creator, I suppose. I go, go, go. Don't lose it. Don't lose it, number ones. I got it. Haha, I done it. Very nice. Your opponent also automatically blocks incoming attacks. Okay. Fine. What a game. Yeah, I wish there were spears. I agree. Maybe they'll do it. Parry and riposte. Okay. Nice. Pam, pam. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I agree with the bearded man. Okay. Stick good. I agree. Defending and riposte. Alright. Oh, I needed to... Yeah, he just broke my hand. Oh, well. I've got two. I see. So I need to... So he parries and then... Oh, goodness gracious. What did he want me to do? Press the attack button. Wait for the opponent to block your strike. Immediately after he blocks, press and hold. I didn't hold. Noble ones. I didn't hold. Aha. Lovely. So they made ripostes more difficult to parry than regular. I like it. I know the basics. Great. Start adventure. Yes, please. Let's do it. Let's start the adventure, number ones. 1622. We love that. We appreciate that. Is that Polish or what? Okay, so let's teach him a lesson. Ooh, that was nice. 1 of 5. You got 2 of 5. Come on. Okay, that's a double. Oh, that's a double. Okay. See if I can do a riposte. Wait, wait, wait. Come on. If you're gonna do that. If you're gonna be a muppet about it. Boom, boom. Huh? Oh, I just punched him in the face. Why am I not getting the points? Oh, now I got the point, okay. And I kicked him. Ammazzo. Alright. That's a double. Haha. GG. Yeah. Yeah, you do need to get quite close, Carl. Change from just chatting. Oh, you're right. You're absolutely right. I do need to change.
Panie Jacku Dydyński. A jednak palcat to nie szabla, panie Tarnowski. A dziękuję za lekcję. To teraz zapraszam do środka. Tę sprawę omówić. Chodźmy, chodźmy.
Okay. Changed, thank you. Man, it took me a minute to see that. Continue. I don't want to quit now. I want to continue. Game paused. Did it disconnect? Let's see. Yes. All right. Okay, cool. So can I get the sword? Oh, you actually play Walk in 3D. I didn't know they had implemented this kind of movement. That's awesome. Awesome, really. Do I get attacked by bandits? Look at that. I mean, this is awesome. Fantastic. I did not know that they went this deep. I thought it was just a fighting game, like left and right and whatnot, but look. Can I run? Probably not. I'm really, really surprised. Can I sit?
Oho, musi panie Dydyński spryt zastąpi ci szablę. Mój stryj Mikołaj umiera. Na szczęście zostawił testament korzystny dla mnie. Zatem w czym kłopot, panie Tarnowski? W tym, że stryj, świeć panie, burzliwy i zmienny był tak za życia, jak i na łożu śmierci. Trzeba go przypilnować, być przy nim, żeby nie zmienił zapisów. Dalsza rodzina chciwa, a krewni, sam waszmość wiesz jak to jest, tylko w ziemi pewni.
A dlaczego waszmość sam tego nie uczynił?
Nie chcę, aby pojawiły się plotki, że zmusiłem go na łożu śmierci. Jedź waś do siedlisk, a ja udam się do Sanoka, do Franciszkanów pomodlić się na spokój jego duszy. 500 czerwonych dla ciebie już odliczyłem.
To rozumiem i wyruszam. Dam znać, gdyby stryj odszedł.
You know, short and sweet cut scenes. I appreciate that. We are playing Hellish Quart. No way. Horseback outside? Man, what a game. I had no idea. I mean, how do I change the camera? There we go. What a game. Gallop. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, well, no, wait. I got a little disoriented. With the camera changing. Oh, I can't go. That's why. It's broken. The bridge. So I suppose not this way. Maybe this way? Nope. So which way? Which way, my Polish friend? Which way? Well, the horse needs a little polishing, but this is good. This is fun. Just need to figure out. Plus, I mean, is there a way to control the camera? Because I'd like to look at where I'm going. Unless I'm just being a muppet and I'm going the completely wrong direction. But if the bridge is broken, collapsed, am I supposed to see it to activate a cutscene, maybe? Oh, I need to jump it. Do you think I need to jump it? It's gonna take me half an hour. Try the GPS. Okay, wait. He does the... So... Let me try this way then. It is possible that we need to jump it though. So we'll try it again. Because I noticed he got like more speed as we were going faster and faster. So maybe... Yeah, look. Oops. It's a little annoying that the horse does that. The fact that I can't change the camera makes me think that I'm supposed to go the other way. Right? But I'm just trying to be thorough. Yeah, it's impossible that they actually want me to walk against the camera. Right? Although then again, I feel like I am making progress this way. It's just so weird. Let me see if it's me. Maybe it's the mouse I can change the camera. Nope. No, that's it. Oh, it kind of did. Oh, look. I think they want me to gallop for some time because now it's a green check. So it's still some kind of tutorial, perhaps. Let's see. Maybe I just need to gallop for some time and then it will... Oh, goodness gracious. Maybe some of the smaller trees need to be passable, like that you can walk through them. All right, let's do the jump. Come on, do the jump. Oh no, left. I need to go left. I just saw it. I just need to go left this way. All right, I got it. Splendid. Jump was too much Ocarina of Time of me. Okay, bandits, guys.
Stać! Rozkaz był! Znaczy rozkaz nie przepuszczać!
Odłóż to, bo jeszcze sobie krzywdę jaką zrobisz.
Does
Od
he have
kogo
a
ten
GUN?
rozkaz?
Od pani Maryny Ludzickiej! To jej ziemię! Jedź inną drogą!
Łżesz, bo to ziemia Tarnawskich. Jadę do pana Mikołaja.
On już nad grobem! Pani Ludzicka tutaj teraz rządzi! Rozkaz był nie wpuszczać!
To teraz masz nowy rozkaz.
Yeah, he has a... Arquebus. Wow. Awesome. Wow, that was great. That was great. Ah, look at this. Alright. Yeah, you wanna die? Wanna die? Huh? That's what you want? Uh-oh. I got him. I got him. I got him. I know, it's an amazing game. Yeah, what you get? Oh, he wants to die, actually. Alright, then. I'll oblige. Uh-huh. Ow, did he win? Oh, come on. I cut him like 1,000,000 times. Well, that's okay. Rematch. Rematch against the bandit. Or not. Rematch. Seriously, this bandit is like a beast. Maybe I should have shot him rather than the guy with the arquebus, since he missed, didn't he? Alright, let's do a parry and riposte. Ooh, I punched him in the face. I don't know why I did this. Oh, I should have taken advantage of that. Alright. Well, we are learning. Well, there we go. That was a cut to the head. I'm having some trouble, though. The game kind of froze. Come on, I cut him in the face. Oh, look. Oh. What's going on? Oh, there we go. I think I pushed. Yeah, there you go. Good. Cut in the face. Death. So you need to defeat him twice. I can do it. I can do it. Yeah, I think it was photo mode. Alright, let's do again parry and riposte. We're gonna do it. Nice, anticipated. We did it. Moje.
A więc nie tylko ja tu pilnuję tego całego umierającego stryja.
Clean the blade. Here we go. I mean, whatever. What a game. What a game. So where were we going? So I thought the story mode was just going to be, you know, story mode in Dead or Alive. It's still the same game, but it kind of has a set of fights, and then at the end you get an ending. That's what I thought this was gonna be. Not this, man. There is a church. It's like an entire RPG game with the combat mechanics of the fighting simulator. This is incredible. Hello, is anyone here? Look, the graphics are very good. They're not like KCD level, but they're very good. I'm trying to go that way. All right. I have no idea where I'm going, by the way, but I didn't see any quest line or anything. I mean, I guess I should have listened more carefully to the first cutscene, but we'll see. I'm sure something will happen. Maybe another pair of bandits or something. Yeah, this must be it. Yeah, that's it. Or bodyguards, I guess, you know.
O, witamy pana, witamy. Ja już konia oporządzę. Pan spokojny.
He's kind of a cool character, isn't he? It's very funny, yeah.
Palić w drzwi trzeba, bo się pozamykali jak przed Tatarami.
GG, Trampire. The buildings look amazing, yeah, I agree. Bandages. Some duels in Hellish Quart can be very challenging, especially if you encounter several opponents at once. If you find bandages somewhere, take them with you. Each bandage gives you an extra life point in your next fight. Without them, it could be tough. Alright? Good. Good to know. See if we can find a bandage. I think that's for training over there. Maybe those are bandages? I wish I could run. I can't run. Can only walk. Bandages. Haha. Got it. +1 life. Alright. The camera is fixed. I don't mind that because it reminds me old school PlayStation 1 and 2 games. If you know what I mean. Play target for cutting practice. Alright. Strike. Oh, you have to align the saber. Check this out. Okay. Oh, really? Okay. It's like a mini game. How many times do I have to do it? Boom! Precision plus 4% damage in the next. Oh, cool. Alright. Oh, I see. So that was just like a tutorial. I need to be very careful. Oh, I love this. And it's giving me percent damage in the next fight. So like it's a way to level up. That one wasn't very good. This is fun. Yeah, good cut. Is it cumulative? Do I get plus 12%? Very fun minigame. We got +1 in the next fight. Man, what a game. I'm impressed.
Otwierać!
Fruit Ninja, yeah, no? This game is absolutely phenomenal. 30 hours, amazing, yeah.
Jestem Jacek Dydyński. Mam pilnować twego pana, żeby mu się żadna krzywda nie stała.
This is a really good game. I don't think you can fight on horseback now. At least not yet.
Jest w Walkierzu, ale tam już mnich z nim siedzi. Ojciec Farurej na niego mówią.
They've really worked on it. Wow, look at this. Look at that chair. It's freaking photorealistic. And I'm streaming in 1080p, but I'm playing in 4K. In 4K, it's freaking photorealistic. Those chairs and the rugs on the floor, phenomenal. Very good quality assets, even the paintings. Is there any way, main menu or continue? So I can't check controls. I wonder if there's a way to switch to first person view. Because I know you can do it during combat, at least in regular fighting situations. Oh, I don't know what happened. He's stuck. He is stuck, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, well, I think it's a controller issue. Yeah. Alright. Bandages. So I think it's a good way to encourage the player to explore. And once again, the fixed cameras remind me of like Ocarina of Time, early Resident Evil games. Even Onimusha games had fixed cameras like this. It's how things used to be back in the day. So I really don't mind. In fact, if anything, it's quite nostalgic for me as a system. You just said out of habit, I keep pushing the right lever. Silent Hill 1,
Czego
yeah.
tam, duszo zbłąkana? Nie dręcz umierającego.
Ja Dydyński do pana Tarnawskiego. Otwierajże, ojcze Farureju.
Pan Tarnawski jedna się z Bogiem. Jestem tu, by zapewnić mu spokój.
Oh, that's the monk. That's the drunk.
Otwieraj, psi synu, bo namaszczenia moją szablą nie wytrzymasz. Słyszysz, stary kpie? Otwieraj!
Uh-oh, that's another fight.
Wzywasz mnicha?
How dare you offend a monk?
Tchórzu?
Coward. Well, technically.
Twoje plugawe słowa spływają po mnie jak woda niebieska.
I like the monk as a
Tylko
character.
duchowny przekroczy ten próg, a na ciebie spadnie klątwa za ubliżanie zakonnikowi.
You're not a good Catholic? Okay, so he's not letting me in. I know for a fact we're gonna fight the monk at one point. 100% we're gonna fight the monk. It's either we fight the monk or we control the monk. Okay, no, I got stuck. I think I got stuck, ladies and gentlemen. I think I got stuck. And I still have these controller issues that I apologize for. And I think, let's see if I can fix it like this. Yeah, I keep having, it's a cable problem. The carpet is beautiful, yeah. Alright.
Jest jakieś inne wejście do Alkierza?
Nie, panie, tylko to.
No, powiedział, że wpuści tylko duchownego. Jest tu jakiś inny ksiądz w okolicy? Mnich?
Ksiądz... Jest mały klasztor.
Oh, there is a monastery nearby.
Koło stajni mniej niż pół dnia.
Księdza trzeba? Ojciec Błażej właśnie był przecie we wsi. Podatki. Pewno jeszcze go złapiecie, panie, na drodze.
Na drodze. Catch up with Father Blashy on the road to whatever manor. I can't really read it because my camera is there, but maybe it's just this way, I suppose. But so far, apart from the part when I got confused, it was kind of self-explanatory. Look at that, that's gorgeous. I hope I'm going the right way. I'm assuming that if the camera turns into the right direction, that it means that I am going the right way. That's what I'm assuming. And once again, some of those small branches and plants should be passable, just as a small piece of advice to the developers if they do watch this. Oh, something is happening. Oh, look at that. Let's defend the priest.
Powiedział padło popa jak skopan. Matka Boska talarów mniejszej skrzyni nie potrzebuje.
Righteous knight. Good man. Yeah. Look at his doublet. Wow, what a game. Will you be playing Kingdom Come Deliverance too? Absolutely. Absolutely, my friend. Thank you for the donation. Leave the priest alone. Leave him alone. Or the monk, whatever the heck he is. That's what you get. Oh, and he laughs. Did you hear that? Oh, wait, the controller. Oh, no. Careful, the controller's giving me trouble. I don't want to... Oh, there we go. Okay. Uh-oh. They got me. Yeah, I need to do something for the controller. Or... I could ditch the controller and try and use the keyboard. If this keeps happening, I'll just use the keyboard. That's what I'm gonna do. Because it's just so annoying that the controller keeps doing this. Like even now, it's just, I think it's... Let me see. Let me see if I turn it around. Maybe this will help? Ah, that shouldn't count. Shouldn't count, should it? Oh, you're from Switzerland but live in Indonesia, Greg. Cool. From Switzerland. Which part? German speaking, French speaking, or Italian speaking? Ah, he drew blood. That was a nice exchange. Cut him in the face. Removed from stream here this week due to the same sex scene in the game. Really? Huh. Oh well, do you have to activate that scene? Can you not? Is it an optional maybe? Yes, I mean, if it's optional, then I don't particularly care, but if it's forced... Hit him in the face! Hit him in the face! French speaking, very cool. C'est bon ça? J'aime bien parler la langue française aussi. Le français. So because it's Swiss French, then you don't do this. Oh gosh, you got me in the face. You don't do all the silly stuff with the numbers then, like 80, 90, and all that crazy stuff that the French do. Haha, face. Oh come on. I'll get him. I'll get him. Let's wait for him to make a mistake. Punch him in the face and then cut him in the... Yeah. And don't you even dare tell me that I cheated and I was dishonorable because you just attacked a monk. Huh. And he cut my hand. I think we can win. I think we can win it. Okay, he's down. Number once, he's down.
Daruj mu, bracie, dostał za swoje.
Uciekaj do matki! Diabelski synu.
Brawo, rycerzu! Nawet
Did he say
najmarniejsze
bravo?
stworzenie ma prawo żyć. Zwłaszcza, że nie my mu życie daliśmy. Cóż cię jednak trapi?
Farurej.
Really, Greg, that's so surprising considering KCD as a studio usually
Zostałem wysłany, by być przy nim w
ostatnim. How are they going to justify it historically? Unless it's like a hidden, like two characters that are hiding it, I guess that would have existed.
Mówi, że jest gdzie? U pana Tarnawskiego? W
It's a beautiful castle, it's cool.
Spróbuję ci pomóc, zabierz mnie tam.
Alright, let's take the priest there. Let's go, let's go. On peut faire comme ça alors.
Farurej, stary capie! Otwieraj drzwi!
This is where we get to fight the other monk, right?
Pora pogadać o twojej ciernistej drodze grzechu.
Ah, Blossberg, good to hear that. Good to have you here.
Chciałbyś do łoża, bracie?
The drunken
Urwać
monk
dla
is so
waszej
cool.
konfraterni
I
coś
love him.
fortuny tarnawskich, zanim stary pan wyzionie ducha?
Chciałbym podzielić się z tobą garncem okowity. Nie chcesz? To sam go opróżnię. Ku Bożej chwale.
You finished that bottle. Just like I finished my can here. I know, what can we say?
Czekaj.
Czekaj.
Na tę jedną chwilę mogę wyjść.
Oh, it could be, yeah, something needs to be double checked for sure.
Podstęp!
Am I live a lot? Yeah, usually I am live a lot. I try to live stream. I knew we had to fight him, but I didn't know we were gonna use broomsticks. Brooms. Haha. Let's get the monk. Come on. Let's remind him that you shouldn't overindulge in alcohol. Shouldn't do that. That's it. I will ditch you. Oh, we got like some kind of stamina. Ow, he broke my shoulder. Yeah, monk knows how to fight. Yeah, this game has got great humor. Come on, Hogwarts Legacy, yeah. What the heck are you doing? Holy moly, this guy. He's the strongest foe. Huh? Do I live in the USA or Italy? I live in the USA. Plus. I kind of like what he does there. Okay, I'm gonna teach you a lesson now. Padre. I'm gonna teach you a lesson, padre. Or not. He's gonna teach me a lesson. But is it out, KCD2? Because I see people speaking about it on Twitch. Is it out? Yeah, Arin was asking. Yeah, I'll be streaming it 100%. I mean, it's gonna get good views, I think. Okay, so we hit him in the face. It's a good start. Come, there we go. We are both almost down. This is... Oh, gosh. Oh, I'm like... my character is like super tired, I see. Did I win? Okay. GG. GG. I think the drink increases pain tolerance. You're absolutely right.
Panie Jacku, drucha starego?
Panie Dobrzański.
Dobrzański.
Ojcze Żero, masz szczęście, żem cię w porę poznał. Inaczej by się to źle skończyło.
Bo czegoś się na pana Dydyńskiego sam rzucił. Przecież on szermierz niezrównany. Chodź, napijemy się okowitki. Poczujesz się. To opowiadajże, Farureju.
Panie Mikołaju.
Ciebie wołają.
Kości bolą.
No, to pańskie zdrowie.
Imagine if the monk had a mace, indeed. Man, look at that rug.
Dobre. Bardzo dobre.
Did you say dobre to say good? I'm gonna learn Polish. Good morning, sir. It's another fight, guys. Do I play online? Depending on the game, yeah.
Marynko moja.
The monks are all gone. They're all wasted.
Głos?
I don't think you should do. Yeah.
Wcale nie jestem chory.
Uh-oh. Man, look at that Aquabus. Oh, she is one of the playable characters. She's the one with the shield. She's so annoying. Very strong.
Stać! Najpierw z gardła testament wyrwę. Brać go!
Uh-oh. Who do I play as? Oh, there you go. We need to protect him, noble ones. Let's go. I'm glad I woke up. Man, she's gonna be tough to defeat. Oh, it's multiple opponents. Ah, look at those exchanges. Damn it. Man, I couldn't even defeat the first one. Let's try again. Yeah, they're very honorable, aren't they? They're not attacking all at once. And one is down. That was a good thrust. Makes sense.
Panie Tarnawski, leż spokojnie.
Spokojnie.
Świta, że pogłoski o twojej bliskiej śmierci są mocno przesadzone.
Oh, I missed.
Nie podchodzić, bo odstrzelę! Nie strzelać! Żywcem ich.
She wants us alive? Ah, that's
Panie
dangerous.
Jacku, wpuść mnie! Nie pozwolisz spotkać się z umierającym?
Dobrze mi zapłacono, żeby mnie wpuszczał!
You should reload.
Wcale
Take some
nie chcę
time.
wejść do stryja. Pewnie nie uwierzysz, że ja tak naprawdę przyjechałem tutaj dla ciebie.
Dla ciebie.
Po moją głowę?
Spotkać się z tobą i poznać najlepszą szablę na Rusji Czerwonej. Wpuścisz mnie? Będzie nam miło.
Wolę panny niebojowe! Takie, co to wyszywają i tkają zamiast nosić
Yep,
szable.
same.
Nawet nie wiesz, co z tobą zrobię! Szelmo plugawcze! Muści dydyński! Lepiej
She's
by
upset.
było mieć infamię na sobie, niż narazić się na mój gniew!
Goodness gracious. Okay. So what do it? They are breaking in from the back. Throw them out. Let's throw them out, noble ones. I wish I could run. I literally wish I could run. Oh, let me get that. Alright, good. So this way, I suppose. Yep. There you go. What a face. Alright, let's fight him. Oh, that's a beautiful room to fight in, isn't it? Look at that. Weren't expecting that, huh, you muppet? Okay, he's down. Cut him 3 times. Yeah, pole arm would be great. Ameoe. He got me. Oh, that was a good one. I have to give him that. That was a good one. Oh, it continues? Oh no, I'm back to okay. It's redoing it until I get it. In the face. Alright, let's try again. Let's try again, let's try again. We can do it. Finish him. Fatality. Okay, that mustache. I'm gonna shave. Ooh, that was this guy knows what he's doing. This guy knows what he's doing. Man, how am I gonna defeat the lady? I haven't got a clue. Because the lady's terrible. She's really strong. Okay. We got the first blood. Son of a... Again. Good night, Soul to the Earth. Alright, so. That's good. That's a good cut. Starting well. Starting strong. I haven't got a clue what's happening there. Well, I know what happened. Thank you, Greg, for gifting the memberships over at Metatron Protectorate. Very much appreciated. I wish I knew how to do that move that he pulled off against me. Okay, he's gonna tire himself down like that. Okay, that's what we did. That was good. Who's next? Ameoe. Alright. Haha. Okay. I'm getting a hang of it. I'm getting my hang of it. What's next? Man, I've got a scar right on my face. Well dressed. Gonna leave now? Gonna leave now?
A ten znowu do nich polazł.
Dziwicie się, szelmy, że wyszedłem tu do was. Próżne wasze nadzieje. Udawałem chorobę, aby sprawdzić, kto mnie naprawdę miłuje. I ty, Aleksandrze, i ty, Maryno, jesteście diabła warci. Testament.
Testament.
Drew kawałki. Pluję na niego. O! Wynoście się.
Man, all of that toxicity, you gotta control it, man.
Patrz i ucz się.
Cóż, moja misja właśnie się skończyła. Płać, panie Aleksandrze, i nie znamy się.
To nie koniec, mości dydyjski.
This isn't over.
Stryj łże, jest chory.
It's a beautiful
Co za różnica paść od choroby
coat.
czy od
The
szabli?
red coat.
Dokończ go, a ja wyrównam z tobą rachunki.
Panie Jacku! Możesz jeszcze zmienić strony. Nie jest za późno, by cieszył się moimi względami.
Change.
Wydaj mi stryja, a hojniej zapłacę.
Dydyjski,
Can I choose?
pozbądź się tych krzykaczy, a nie pożałujesz.
Can I
Cała
choose?
intryga wymierzona była we mnie.
Look how he
I
looks at him.
zapamiętaj, krewni tylko w ziemi
The
pewni.
Peasants of 2023. I'll have to check it out, yeah. Entirely made of paintings. I knew it. It's gonna be a problem, guys. It's gonna be a problem. She's really strong. She's a tough one. Because she's got a shield, see? Yeah, I haven't got a clue how I'm gonna... And she has that laugh that I absolutely hate. She has a strange accent, really. I hate that obnoxious laugh. Okay, man. She's aggressive, isn't she? That's... Oh, come on. I cut her in the face. Get it. Okay, done. Yep. Still? Man. Yeah, I know that laugh, Daxfile. Okay, she's keeping the shield in front. Makes sense. Alright. Ouch. She's trying to corner me. Okay, that was good. 3 in a row. 3 in a row. Yeah, she's good. There are no antibiotics, lady. With all those cuts, if I were you, I would just go. Oh, really? You lose? Come on, I defeated it 16 times. Oh, well. Let's do it again. Where were we? Okay, 2 cuts to the face. She's wounded. And she got me even if she was wounded. Damn it. Yeah, I don't know if I can defeat her. She's like a boss. She's a boss. Oh, that was good. I don't know what happened. Alright, let's get her. That's a nice kick. And no. Need to manage my timing better. Yep. Oh, she has like how many lives? 14? Do I have to defeat her 14 times? Seriously? Is that what that means? Let's see. And now she got 15, so no, that's the number of times. I haven't got a clue what that means. We'll figure it out. Yeah, it says 315. I don't know what that means. Okay, we got a nice quick cut. Cut her in the face. That's the first animation. I think she's probably have to do it... How many times? Oh, she reminds you of Ghost of Tsushima. He's a sword kickboxer, I know. Careful, careful. Manage. Okay. Cut in the face. Twice. 3 times, you think? Alright, so third time. Let's see if we can do it. Yeah, exactly. You're correct. One more time. Let's focus. Come on. Ah, damn it.
Zabrać mi to stąd!
That's not easy. Let's try one more time. If I don't make it this time, I'll call it a night with this game for now, but it is good. It is really good. I just don't want to keep repeating the same thing this late at night. See if I can make it. Ooh, that would have been a good one. How did she block it? How did she block? I need to try one last time. One last time. One last time. Come on. This is the last one. I mean it. Okay, well, I'm gonna call it a night with her. Is that a save? Let me see. What a game, though. Like, even if I lose, if I like the game, I like the game. What does it say on the left? I can't see it. What does it say? I got the camera. Let me see if I can. I don't want to disconnect the whole stream. Can you guys tell me what's saying at the left? So continue main menu. Used to kill... hit 3 times. The flags in the left get when you win. No, yeah, I figured that one out, but every time it resets. That's why it's annoying. What does it say on the left? Free camera? Okay, that's what it... Free camera, continue main menu. I need to try one more time. That was a good cut. That was a good cut. Punch and cut. Alright, punch and cut. Let's go. Let's go. Punch and cut. We can do it. Right. So we did one. Damn it. Oh, double. What does double do? Oh, double makes me lose. That is so annoying. That is so annoying. Yeah, I know I can't go to bed, but it's 2 a.m., mate. So it's like, I want to win, but then again, cut to the face. All right, so we got the first one quick. We got the first one quick. Next. Let's see if I can... Oh, she's not using the shield right now, so maybe... Punch. Okay. One more. Yeah, I know, that was unfair. Alright, let's see. Okay, oh, come on. Oh, tell me I won, I did it, I did it. Woohoo! Yeah! Man, what a mess. Ooh, did you see that? The monk beheaded the guy. What a mess. Uh-oh. Man, that guy's aim. Yeah, the drunken guy was amazing. Just beheaded him. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Epilogue. Oh, so we did it. We won 500 ducats. Neither Mr. nor Mr. Lucida managed to force their uncle to write his will. The monks barricaded themselves and the old man in the manor, and no one could get them out. Furious, Tanaski returned to whatever, empty-handed, but the she-wolf claimed a consolidation prize. She kept none of the... Okay. What will happen? We're working on them. So we finished it. We finished the first section of the campaign. Man, what a game. What a game. But before we do arcade, try our other modes. Absolutely. Let's play a little longer. I want to try... We'll do arcade possibly tomorrow. They have a history buff version. I want to do a first person. Sharp with longsword. And let's fight. This guy is gonna be awesome. Let's fight this lady. Come on. Random. Random is good. Hello, Dimitrios. No problem, Blosberg. Thank you for coming. Oh, I cut her hand. Did you see that? Ow. First person is a little harder, but it is really good looking. I'm gonna try and punish her with a... What's she doing? Exactly what I wanted to do. Yeah, that's a beef from the smoke alarm, but it's just a battery. I'll take care of it in a second. I'm wounded. Oh, I'm down. I wonder what those numbers mean. Cut in the face. Oh, she cut my wrist a little bit. But I'll survive, she won't. Okay, first blood. And down she goes. Did she always have that scar in the face? Maybe you shouldn't play the same attack 3 times. Hey, she just kicked me. Nice. Nice thrust. Okay. Ouch. Oh, we only need 2 more to win. We can do it. Oh, what did she do? She cut my face. Look at that deep cut. Huh. I went a bit too aggressive. Oh, I survived it, so I'll take it. 1 more. Come on, we need to do like a spectacular one. Like exactly like that. That was great. Man, this game is awesome. Glory to Rome, Greg. Good night. Thank you again for the support. Bonne nuit. Alright guys, so I think I'm gonna call it a night as well, because it's 2 AM, 2:04. But yeah, Hellish Quart rocks. This game is incredible. So I can also go and push that button for the smoke alarm. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a good time, good stream, and I will see you tomorrow with all the regular uploads, and I'll try to go live as well. But thank you again. Have a good night, number ones. Thanks. See ya.